A pleasant good evening and welcome to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the visiting Lancaster Barnstormers for the first of a 3-game series. It is Star Wars night at the ballpark, so may the Force be with all of you, and may the Force be with the Patriots. They won their last game on Sunday, and they hope to make it 2 in a row against the team that most recently swept them the last time these two teams played against each other. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name's Mark Schwartz. This guy right here is Brandon Pelter, and the most important question of the day is, how are you, my friend?
I am good. The weather was looking a little iffy yesterday about tonight's ball game, but hey, we came in this morning into work, took the tarp off the field. We're ready for baseball. It doesn't look like rain's going to play a factor tonight.
No, we should be good to go as the Patriots open up a 3-game set with the Barnstormers. Look, Somerset, it has not been the half that they were looking for. They are currently 6 games out of first place, trailing the High Point Rockers, but they are riding a small win streak of 1 game. They did win on Sunday. They got a strong performance from Rick Teasley, and I think very important in that game, they fell behind early, and they hung with the Skeeters and then eventually came from behind.
That's exactly right. When we look at those 3 games, they lost the first game 8-2. The second game, they dropped 6 runs in the first inning, and they had a chance to get a run back in the bottom of the first. Couldn't do so, were shut out the rest of the way. On the other hand, though, in that final game on Sunday, gave up 2 runs in the first, but they responded with a run in the first. And then late in that ball game, gut check time in the 7th, they were able to put up 4 big ones, including, speaking of big ones, a triple from the big man, Edwin Espinal.
Patriots won that ball game 5-2. They've taken the field here at TD Bank Ballpark, so we'll step aside for the national anthem. When we return, we'll go over the TD Bank starting lineups and get ready for first pitch. Patriots and Barnstormers coming your way next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, Health Quest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Valari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The Somerset Patriots are back at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. It is the most fun you'll have all summer with fireworks, celebrity appearances, and championship baseball. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information.
And welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark. National anthem has concluded, so we're getting ready for first pitch in the series opener between the Somerset Patriots and the Lancaster Barnstormers. Let's go over the TD Bank starting lineups, and we'll begin with the visiting Barnstormers from Lancaster. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human, member FDIC. TD Bank, NA. The Barnstormers today, they're managed by Ross Peoples, a long-time member of Lancaster's squad. He's assisted by Josh Bell, Troy Steffi, and Jonathan Albaladejo. Their lineup tonight a little different than the last time that the Patriots saw the Barnstormers. Caleb Gindel, who's been a middle-of-the-order bat all season long for Lancaster, he hits leadoff and gets the start in right field. Joe Turdoslavich in left field hitting second. Andrew Applin, who's enjoyed a very fine start to his Barnstormer career. He bats third in center field. Destin Hood's the designated hitter batting cleanup. It's Casey Hobson at first base hitting fifth. Michael Martinez, the shortstop, batting sixth. Parker Morin behind home plate hitting seventh. Gift Ngope is at second base hitting eighth, and rounding up the order is Melvin Mercedes, the starting third baseman for the Barnstormers. He hits ninth as they work against the righty Liam O'Sullivan on the mound tonight for the Patriots.
O'Sullivan coming off of one of his strongest performances of the season against one of the top offenses in the league, the York Revolution. Went 7 2/3, 6 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 Ks in the win for the Patriots. He improves his record to 4-6 on the year. The ERA at 3.55. Across just over 101 innings pitched. Now, his Achilles heel has been the long ball, but it's now 3 straight starts in which he's not given up the home run.
And especially impressive going up against a Revs team in York to not allow a home run. Look, O'Sullivan has had a back and forth season. It's been certainly up as of late, and this is a guy that leads the team in starts. He leads the team in innings pitched as well. And he comes on the mound here in a pitching rotation that has now seen some players get plucked back and forth. So O'Sullivan now at the forefront of this rotation, and the importance of all of his starts certainly increased, especially considering the Patriots find themselves currently 6 games out of a playoff spot. So O'Sullivan done with his warm-up pitches. He will step on the mound. Caleb Gindel will step to the plate as the leadoff man for the Barnstormers. Somerset wearing specialty Darth Vader uniforms tonight, because it is our annual Star Wars night at the ballpark. And we'll get into more of a description of those uniforms in a moment. Right now, it's O'Sullivan on the mound. He will work from the windup. And the first pitch of today's ball game, Caleb Gindel swings and taps it softly down the first base line. It is fair. The tag applied by Edwin Espinal. 1 pitch and 1 away. First pitch at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Time.
Number 10, Joe Turdoslavich.
So that's the first out of the ball game. The defensive alignment for the Patriots. In the outfield from left to right, Teodoro Martinez gets the start in left. Michael Krause in center, and in right field, Justin Pacioli. Along the infield, Will Kenger at third base, Alfredo Rodriguez at short. It's Ray Navarro at second base with a lefty on the mound for the Barnstormers. Craig Massey has the night off. And then at first base, Edwin Espinal, and behind home plate, Jovan Gonzalez. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Joe Turdoslavich, a switch hitter, bats from the left side, and the first pitch from O'Sullivan misses outside, 1-0. We have overcast skies. 78 degrees is our game time temperature. 1-0 to Turdoslavich, a called strike, 1-1. As Brandon mentioned earlier, the expectation was we were going to have pretty inclement weather tonight, but we have held off, and we should be good to go for this evening's ball game. O'Sullivan from the windup. Here's the 1-1 offering. It's lifted foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's no wind to speak of. The lights are on as we have overcast skies. But a comfortable evening to this point. The Patriots again wearing home Darth Vader uniforms. It is a blue uniform, just a darkly tinted blue uniform with the Patriots white across the chest, white numbers on the back, and the Darth Vader face mask across the chest. 1-2. Turdoslavich swings and lifts it out to left center field. It's going to split the gap. Teodoro Martinez ranges to his left. He fields it on a bounce and quickly gets the ball back along the infield, but Joe Turdoslavich with a 1-out base hit to left center. That's the first base runner of the ball game.
He's been red hot as of late, hitting .377 in his last 20 games, raised the batting average to .300, and they're just a good piece of hitting from the switch hitter batting from the left side. Took that one a little in off the hands and just served it up into left center.
So here's Andrew Applin. It's the first time that Applin will play at TD Bank Ballpark this season. Patriots have seen him once. Last time Somerset was in Lancaster a couple of weeks ago. It's a left-handed hitter, slightly open stance, and the first pitch from O'Sullivan. That's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. The umpires for tonight's ball game behind home plate, calling balls and strikes assisted by ABS, is Frank Urilli. At first base, Tom Gandolfo, and the third base umpire, Mel Cheatham. As O'Sullivan's fastball misses up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first base with 1 out. We're just underway at TD Bank Ballpark. First of a 3-game set. Got a 7:05 p.m. first pitch tonight, and then an 11:05 a.m. scheduled first pitch tomorrow, the third and final camp game of the season. And then this series and homestand wraps up for the Patriots on Thursday with a 7:05 p.m. first pitch and agriculture night. Sullivan steps off and throws on to first base to keep Trdoslavich honest. The former Atlanta Brave has 4 stolen bases in 7 attempts this season. Held on at first by Edwin Espinal. It's the left-handed hitting Andrew Applin at the plate. O'Sullivan from the stretch. 1-1. Swinging a soft ground ball to the right side. Navarro ranges to his left. He's in front of it. And his only plays to first, or he gets the put out. 4-3 if you keep it score at home. On to second base goes Trdoslavich, and there's 2 away in the top of the first.
Yeah, that's a smart play there by Navarro, who is, throughout his professional career, been primarily a second baseman. We've seen him for the most part in Somerset at the hot corner over at third, and he's seen a lot of success there.
So now Trdoslavich in scoring position with 2 away, and here's the designated hitter Destin Hood. A .234 batter, 6 home runs, and 21 runs batted in on the season. Spent the majority of the season at the beginning stages on the DL, as the first pitch from Liam O'Sullivan crosses the knees for a called strike 0-1. He was with the team ever since the beginning of the 2019 season, but struggled to find his way onto the active roster. But he's on the active roster now, and he's become a middle-of-the-order bat. O'Sullivan works from the stretch. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. This now Hood's 27th game in a Barnstormer uniform. Hitting .234 with those 6 home runs and 21 runs batted in. One of the few strictly right-handed bats in this Barnstormer lineup. And he'll step out and ask for time. Comes to the plate with an 0-2 count and 2 away in the top of the first inning. No score between the Patriots and the Barnstormers. Joe Trdoslavich had a 1-out base hit. He's off of second base. Now the 0-2. Misses low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a Barnstormers team that hasn't enjoyed the same amount of success that they've enjoyed in previous seasons. They came a Tony Thomas walk-off grand slam away from advancing to the Atlantic League Championship Series 1 season ago. A devastating loss for the Barnstormers in the Freedom Division Championship Series. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. O'Sullivan with the fastball low in the zone, sets down Hood swinging, and that retires the side in the top of the first. No runs on a hit. 1 runner is left on base. No score. We'll head to the bottom of the first on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Patriots fans, want to bring your pooch to the ballpark? Well, on Monday, August 26th and Tuesday, September 10th, you can during our Bark in the Park nights at TD Bank Ballpark. Well-behaved, socialized dogs are invited to enjoy the game, including special activities for you and your pup. Be sure to bring proof of your dog's vaccinations. We'll see you and your pooch at the ballpark. Patriots fans, join us at TD Bank Ballpark on Thursday, August 15th for Garden State Agriculture Night. We'll have a farmer's fair at the ballpark from 5 to 7, and the first 1,000 fans in the stadium get a potted plant. We'll also have a special appearance from well-known grocer and chef Produce Pete. That's all Thursday, August 15th, while the Patriots take on the Lancaster Barnstormers at 7:05.
Everybody in your row, everybody of age, of course. You guys are the lucky row of the game. Thank you so much once again to our friends at New Jersey Lottery.
Download the Somerset Patriots app and find options to start bidding. You can also scan the QR code right in front of your seats above the cup holders.
Bottom of the first inning, scoreless between the Patriots and the Barnstormers on Star Wars night. It'll be Justin Pacioli to lead off in the home half of the first inning, followed by Teodoro Martinez and Will Kenger. Rest of the Patriots lineup presented by TD Bank. Edwin Espinal, the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame. Michael Ullman, the DH, hitting 5th. Ray Navarro, 6th. Alfredo Rodriguez, 7th. Mike Krause hits 8th, and Jovan Gonzalez rounds up the order, batting 9th. On the mound for Lancaster is the lefty, John Anderson.
Anderson, 7-6, 3.93 the ERA for the third-year Barnstormers. Pitched 105 and a third innings, giving up 109 hits, 93 strikeouts there as well for the lefty.
So Anderson steps on the mound to work against Pacioli in a scoreless ball game, bottom of the first inning. Liam O'Sullivan threw 12 pitches to keep the Barnstormers off the board in the top half of the first. Anderson from the windup, and the first pitch to Pacioli is a fastball up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. (1-0) on its way. Pacioli takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. So the Patriots in their blue Star Wars themed uniforms, a sublimated jersey with their navy blue caps, white pants. 2-0. Pacioli takes a called strike, 2-1. The Barnstormers, on the other hand, in their red uniforms with gray pants, black hat with a red brim, so it's very easy to say red versus blue. This is good versus evil tonight at TD Bank Ballpark. 2-1 to Pacioli. There's a check swing for a called strike, 2-2. It's very simply, the light side versus the dark side.
Yep.
Lancaster wearing the color of the Siths. Maybe they're all Sith Lords. Just saying, that's how the colors have worked out. 2-2 to Pacioli. It's a ground ball hit through the right side of the infield. That's a base hit past the second baseman, Gift and Gope. And a leadoff base runner for Somerset in the home half of the first.
Yeah, it's good to see Justin Pacioli at the top of this Patriots lineup once again. Craig Massey struggling a little bit, but Patch continues to swing a hot bat now on base in 11 straight contests for the Patriots, and he can do so much on the base paths.
He has 27 stolen bases in 30 attempts, and he will take a lead off of first base with a left-handed pitching John Anderson on the rubber. And with the new Atlantic League rules, makes it more difficult for lefties to throw over to first base. Teodoro Martinez at the plate, shows bunt, offers, and taps the first pitch over the backstop out of play, 0-1.
I mean, lefties now that have gone their careers not having to worry much about a slide step need to develop one and develop one quickly in the Atlantic League, because they now have to step completely off the rubber before throwing over to first.
Decent-sized lead at first base for Pacioli, about 3 steps. He's held on by Casey Hobson. 0-1. Pacioli goes, Martinez swings, and a lunging stop by the shortstop Martinez, but his throw across the diamond of first base a little short. Casey Hobson can't make the pick. Martinez safe at first with his 3rd hit as a Patriot. Pacioli running on the play goes first to 3rd, and Somerset has runners on the corners.
Smart base running there by Patch, recognizing that Martinez had a weak throw over to the first base bag. And for Teodoro Martinez, coming into the game was 2 for 19 as a Patriot, the only 2 hits, home runs. Well, now he can add 1 to the singles category.
And Martinez has plenty of speed. We haven't seen him on the base paths quite literally yet this year. See if he takes off. Will Kenger at the plate. And Kenger attacks the first pitch, bounces it into the Patriots' dugout down the first base line, 0-1.
Well, and as we know, the Patriots a team that at times can struggle to score runs, which for me would lend to thinking put your foot on the gas, get guys moving, be aggressive early on.
Martinez goes, Kenger swings, lifts it out to right field. Coming in to make the catch is Caleb Gindel. Martinez was not aware that the catch was made. Pacioli tags up from 3rd, he scores. However, Gindel's throw to first base doubles off Martinez. It's a 1-0 Patriots lead, now 2 away in the bottom of the first.
Boy, Martinez might have been toast at first either way, but he didn't even look. He did not try to find that ball at all.
So Somerset jumps in front with a run in the bottom of the first inning. It's a 1-0 Patriot lead. That's a sac fly. Or is it? as Edwin Espinal attacks the first pitch and fouls it off.
We'll have to take a look, but I don't think so. Double play.
Normally, a double play wouldn't result in a run batted in. We'll have to see. 0-1. Espinal swings, drives the ball in the air out to right center field, but this one will stay in the confines of TD Bank Ballpark. Caleb Gindel makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Patriots find a creative way to play to run, and they lead 1-0 on 2 hits, and nobody left on base. Through 1, Somerset leads 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again. Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
ph.org/performance-fitness. The Somerset Patriots Children's Educational and Sportsmanship Foundation and the Fraternal Order of Eagles Bridgewater area number 2137 have teamed up to hit home runs for charity this season. Free home run hit by a Patriots batter here at TD Bank Ballpark. The Fraternal Order of Eagles.
Do we have none of these with Kenger?
Tonight's charity is the Hunsford Brady Foundation.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Fans all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code AARP, and you'll receive a 50% ticket discount to every Sunday home game. AARP, real possibilities. 1-0 Patriots. We're in the top of the second inning. Liam O'Sullivan back on the mound, and his first pitch to the left-handed hitting Casey Hobson misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Hobson, Martinez, and Parker Morin. 5, 6, 7 in the Lancaster order. 1-0. Hobson takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A run on 2 hits for Somerset in the home half of the first inning. Now the 2-0 from the righty. Hobson swings, tomahawks the ball on the ground towards second base. It's fielded by Navarro, and he gets the throw on to first base for the first out of the inning. So we have a confirmation on the scoring of the Will Kenger fly ball back in the bottom of the first inning. He gets a run batted in. It is a sacrifice fly double play. With the RBI given to Kenger, it is his team-leading 55th run batted in of the season. So it's provided Somerset an early 1-0 lead. Patriots allowed their opposition to score first in each of the 3 games in the Skeeter series, as the first pitch to Michael Martinez is a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. So they strike first tonight. 1-0. Martinez swings and grabs one off the shin. It's a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it hasn't been too common for the Patriots to strike first in ball games in the second half. Amazingly, the Patriots in the second half have now played 30 games. Of those 30 games, they have scored first only 10 times. That is just 33%, Brandon, in case you need help with the math. As Martinez swings through a pitch, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Checks out.
1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away and nobody on in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch from O'Sullivan. Swing and a miss, strike 3. changeup tailing outside against the switch-hitting Martinez, batting from the left side. Second strikeout of the ball game for O'Sullivan, and there's 2 away in the top of the second.
Yeah, Mark, it was that split change that had some action tailing away from the left-handed hitting Martinez. And for Liam O'Sullivan, he says if he has that pitch going, that's his go-to pitch. That's his most important one in his arsenal to have.
So 2 out, nobody on. Here's Parker Morin, another left-handed batter in a left-handed heavy Lancaster Barnstormer lineup. And with good reason as well. First pitch from O'Sullivan to Morin, a fastball at the knees, a called strike 0-1. The friendly left-handed confines at Clipper Magazine Stadium provide a haven for left-handed batters. 0-1. Morin swings and fouls one off. 300 feet down the right field line at Clipper Magazine Stadium, though many people think that it's not quite that far. And, you know, when you have a ballpark configured in a certain way, you cannot fault a team at all for constructing a roster towards those configurations.
No, it's the right way to play.
Right field, or rather left field and left center, very deep at Clipper Magazine Stadium. 0-2. Fastball up and in. Morin leans out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Look, you're going to play 70 of your games in your home ballpark. Makes a whole lot of sense to strategize. Did you like that one?
Yeah.
Strategize.
Yeah. You're in at peak performance right now.
Strategery.
Little 1-2. Fouled to the backstop.
I tell you, man, one off day and you lose it.
See, I feel like I've been rejuvenated, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I feel great right now.
Maybe it's the overcast skies that are just...
Are you somebody who needs sunshine to boost their morale?
No. Not usually.
1-2. Morin swings and lifts one out to right field. Playing deep was Pacioli, so he'll let it bounce right in front of him. It's a 2-out base hit for Parker Morin. Second hit of the ball game for Lancaster. And they have a 2-out base runner in the top of the second. Somerset still leading 1-0.
That was off the end of the bat for Morin. Well out in front of that one. It looked like O'Sullivan brought that changeup inside. And Morin off the, what sounded like as far off the end of the bat as you can get, just served that one into right field.
That'll bring up Gift Ngope. First time that Somerset is seeing Ngope play this season. A former major leaguer. Brief stint in the bigs, both with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2017 and last year with the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch to the right-handed hitting Ngope is a fastball for a called strike 0-1. Ngope hitting just 200 so far. He's only 5 for 20 in a limited amount of action for the Barnstormers. 0-1. Fastball from O'Sullivan taken up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. But some Patriots are familiar with Ngope. Mike Francoso, Patriots player coach, outfield, infield utility man, very familiar with Ngope. As the fastball to Ngope taken for a called strike 1-2. Both came up in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization, and Francoso said that Ngope, pun completely not intended, is one of the most gifted fielders that he's ever seen along the infield. 1-2. It misses. A bit low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ngope, a native of Rand Park, South Africa. 27-year-old. Right-handed hitter. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A little out in front. O'Sullivan strikes out a pair. Does not allow a run on a hit. Strands one aboard. And the Patriots carry a 1-0 lead into the home half of the second inning on SBN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today.
Makes sense.
Fans, don't forget while you're on the concourse, spinning some of your favorite Star Wars characters. Try out tonight's Game Day specials, including mini donuts and a helmet. To your top save.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us at 908-252-0700. And we'll get back to you again, 908-252-0700, so we can help you. It's a 1-0 Patriots lead in the home half of the second inning. My name is Mark Schwartz. I'm joined alongside Brandon Pelter. Mike Lawrence running our WCTC boards. Here's Michael Ullman in the first pitch from John Anderson. A called strike, 0-1. Run on 2 hits for Somerset. No runs on 2 hits for the Barnstormers. Anderson from the windup. Here's the 0-1. Ullman takes low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's the first of a 3-game set. Both teams in last place. Oh, rather, Lancaster in last place. The Patriots teetering on last place in the Liberty Division. 1-1. Ullman lines one to the backstop foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Barnstormers find themselves 8.5 games behind the first place York Revolution, whereas the Patriots currently 6 games back in 3rd place in the Liberty Division, trailing the High Point Rockers. 1-2 to Ullman, a soft ground ball hit towards the second base bag. It's fielded by Ngope, and he gets the ball onto first base for the first out of the inning.
Ngope was shaded up towards the middle a little bit, and that's exactly where Mike Ullman went with that baseball. So played to perfection. Tip your cap to your coaches and the scouting report on that one.
So with both teams towards the bottom parts of their division, we look to see what else is going on around the Atlantic League today. Ray Navarro steps in for Somerset. 1 game has already been postponed due to inclement weather, and the calling of that postponement was actually made yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Not today. The Long Island Ducks getting a little gun shy. As the first pitch to Ray Navarro taken low, 1 ball and no strikes. Calling a game more than a day in advance.
Not often that you see something like that at really any level of baseball.
Certainly different. 1-0 to Navarro, sliced foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And we went from questioning this ball game probably about this time yesterday, a little earlier in the day, you know, and then you come into work this morning and there wasn't really a question whether or not we'd get it in.
1-1. Navarro takes inside 2-1. I mean, that's honestly, it's just the nature of summer.
Right.
It's how the weather works. Sometimes you get these poor forecasts and, you know, they come through. Other times things change. The 2-1. Navarro swings and grounds it sharply off the heel of Anderson, deflects to the catcher Morin, who gets the throw onto first base. And if there's a microcosm of Ray Navarro's season, there it is. That is a 1-2-3 putout for the second out of the inning.
Well, that ball was smoked up the middle and caught the right, I think that back of the foot towards the heel there of John Anderson. Now the training staff going to come out for the Barnstormers, but also a heads-up play by the catcher, Parker Morin, to immediately recognize that ball was coming right back toward him, and he beelined it to it. He didn't really hesitate.
That ground ball seemed ticketed for center field. Had it not hit Anderson's heel, likely would have gone straight into center, and Navarro would have had a base hit. Instead, a kick save and a beauty from Anderson. And on the rebound, it's Morin who completes the play on to first base. And now Anderson stretching a bit in the grass behind the pitcher's mound. Doesn't seem to be fully 100% comfortable with the way his heel feels. But again, we don't want to guess at all, but it looks like Anderson will stay in the ballgame. So there's 2 out, nobody on.
Like I said, I do think it's the right foot that it caught a piece of, in which case, that's the landing foot. That's where when you're finishing your delivery, when you step down onto the mound, that's where you're putting all your weight on as you finish off.
And if you're not confident in that landing foot, that could throw off your mechanics for the entire
Everything
sequence.
goes out the window. You lose your power. You're afraid to open up as a pitcher.
So there's 2 out, nobody on. In the bottom of the second inning, the Patriots leading the Barnstormers 1-0 on a Will Kendra sacrifice fly double play. Yes, you heard that correctly. Now it's Alfredo Rodriguez and his first pitch from John Anderson taken for a called strike 0-1. A couple of ground outs, both coming up the middle against Anderson in the home half of the second. As Rodriguez chops the 0-1 to the right side, fielded by Ngope. Easy play on to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Barnstormers southpaw. We're through 2. The Patriots lead 1-0 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Shot number 2.
So, would you keep it this simple?
People who don't like Yiddish, I find them to be quite meshugana.
Would you keep it that simple?
Yeah. For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Visit www.carrierclinic.org today. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. It's the top of the third inning. Somerset in front of the Lancaster Barnstormers, 1-0. To lead off is the number 8 batter, Melvin Mercedes. Or nope, number 9. I had it right. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. No runs, 2 hits for Lancaster. 1 run on 2 hits for the Patriots. Here's the 0-1. Mercedes takes slow and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mercedes, another player for the Barnstormers that spent a large portion of the 2019 season on the DL. Softly swings and grounds one back to the pitcher, O'Sullivan. Easy play on first base for the Patriot righty. And there's one away in the top of the third inning. So 1 out, nobody on. Again, mentioned it in the bottom half of the second inning. There's one game that has already been postponed in the Atlantic League, and it's an important one to the Patriots. It's the Long Island Ducks, who are supposed to host the York Revolution for the first of what I believe is a 3-game series tonight. That game was postponed. They'll have a doubleheader that'll be played tomorrow. Patriots behind the Ducks in the Liberty Division standings. Here's Caleb Gindel, and he takes the first pitch off the plate, 1-0.
Well, at this point in the season, what do you think is the better play? Hoping Long Island wins another title? Play for the wild card spot? Or just overall an outright win?
1-0 to Gindel, misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Right now, the wild card's fairly close to how many games back they are in the Liberty Division.
Yeah, Patriots are 5 games back in the wild card, trailing the High Point Rockers, as O'Sullivan misses with a pitch low and away. 3 balls and no strikes. The play for me, if you're a Patriots fan, as the 3-0 from O'Sullivan crosses the plate, called a strike, 3-1. You root for the Ducks to lose every opportunity that you have. You root for the Rockers to lose every opportunity that you have. You also root for the Revs to lose because the Revs are still fighting for a playoff spot. 3-1 to Gindel, misses inside, ball 4. It's the first walk allowed of the ball game. And while you're rooting for the Revs to lose, you are also rooting for the Sugarland Skeeters to win all of their games.
So 2 wild card spots.
So if Long Island doesn't have a wild card spot, if they don't win the Liberty Division second half, that you hope that the Sugarland Skeeters come from behind and win the Freedom Division, which would open up at least 1 wild card spot there. As the first pitch swinging is Turdoslavich, he gets it past the diving second baseman Navarro into right field, and the Barnstormers have runners at first and second with 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Second hit of the ball game for Turdoslavich is 2 of the 3 Barnstormer hits. Now Lancaster with a runner at second base for the first time since the first inning. Basically, the easiest way for the Patriots to make the postseason is to win the Liberty Division. They're currently 5 games back in the wild card, 6 back in the division, so they're closer to the wild card, but that is reliant on a wild card spot opening up. First pitch swinging here is Andrew Applin. He grounds a base hit into left field. Holding up at third base is Caleb Gindel. And the Barnstormers, last couple of batters attacking the first pitch from O'Sullivan, and the bases are loaded. So Liam finding himself in some danger. Gindel at third, Turdoslavich at second, Applin at first, and now Destin Hood, who struck out in his first at-bat. He's the cleanup batter for the Barnstormers. It's a 1-0 Patriots lead, but a walk and 2 hits allowed by O'Sullivan in the top of the 3rd, as Lancaster threatening. Infield will play at double play depth. Hood runs pretty well. O'Sullivan from the stretch checks the runners. Now the first pitch. Hood takes a fastball. It's called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. So a big moment in the early stages of this ballgame with Somerset leading by a run. Outfield straight up against Hood, maybe a little deep. 0-1's a bouncer down the third base line, foul. No balls to 2 strikes. Maybe an opportunity here for that split finger changeup from O'Sullivan.
Yeah, I think if I'm Liam on the mound, I'm coming right after Hood.
He's already struck out 3 batters tonight. And primarily all the balls that have otherwise been hit have either been on the ground or have been line drives. Not much has been lifted against O'Sullivan to this point. Bases loaded, 1 away. And an 0-2 count between O'Sullivan and Hood. Here's the pitch. And this one lifted out to center field. It's deep. Kraus racing back to the warning track. Over the shoulder, makes the catch. It'll score the runner at third. That's Caleb Gindel. On to third base goes Joe Turdoslavich. A sac fly from Destin Hood on an 0-2 pitch has the Barnstormers level with the Patriots at 1 in the top of the 3rd.
That ball really jumped off the bat. I didn't think it was going to have quite as much carry as it did. But Kraus doing a good job of getting back and shoring the catch on that.
Well, I think Kraus was caught off guard as well. Oftentimes, the most difficult play for an outfield could be that hard-hit line drive right at you.
Yep.
And Kraus didn't start back for a while.
It's the hardest read to make. With a ball that's hit at you or kind of right over your head, it's so hard to pick it up and catch that trajectory.
Now the first pitch from O'Sullivan to the left-handed hitting Hobson is in for a strike, 0-1. Still not out of the woods yet is O'Sullivan. Casey Hobson has struggled mightily with his batting average, but he does have a lot of pop. Left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. So we're tied at 1 with 2 out and runners on the corners now in the top of the 3rd inning. It's Terdoslavich 90 feet away from home. Andrew Applin and his 8 stolen bases lead off of first base. He goes as the 0-2 misses low, and there's no throw down to second from Gonzalez. Neither infielder for the Patriots decided to cover the second base bag. Navarro stayed at second. Normally that would be Alfredo Rodriguez's play at short, but he opted not to cover second. So that takes away a force at second base. Now first base is open. Runners at second and third and 2 away. Here's the 1-2 to Hobson. Swung on and driven high in the air out to right field and foul. Had the distance, had it been fair, but it was not, so it is not. And it's a 1-2 count. Hobson has victimized the Patriots with a long ball a couple of times this season. In fact, had one of the only grand slams allowed by the Patriots earlier this year. That came against Brett Oberholzer way back in the first series the Patriots played at Clipper Magazine Stadium. 1-2 from O'Sullivan. Swung on and hit high in the air, but this one's playable. Not too deep. Ray Navarro comes out. Justin Pacioli tracks in. He makes the catch near the foul line, and the inning is over. But the Barnstormers tie the ball game. It's a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. We're tied at 1. We'll head to the bottom of the third on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
If you'd like to have an ice cream party, receive exclusive Somerset Sluggers merchandise and tickets to games, then become a member of the Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. It's only $15. Call our Sluggers coordinator, Tim, at 908-255-1422. Patriots would like to thank Children's Specialized Hospital for their support of the 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. 1-1's our score. We're in the bottom of the third inning, game 1 of a 3-game series between the Patriots and the Barnstormers. It's the penultimate trip for Lancaster to Bridgewater in the 2019 season. Mike Kraus to lead off, and the first pitch from John Anderson lifted foul over the backstop 0-1.
Second to last. Penultimate. Yeah. It's a good one.
And you could also say that this is the anti-penultimate game of this series.
Oh, I didn't like that.
It's third to last. 0-1. Taken low.
Just showing off.
If you wanted to go even further than that,
I don't.
You can go.
I don't.
Pre-anti-penultimate, which is fourth to last.
I think you're making things up.
You can look it up if you want. Check me. 1-1. Kraus takes the fastball inside. If you wanted to go before that, I'm pretty sure the fifth one is super pre-anti-penultimate. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 2-1. Or fastball misses up. It might be supra pre-anti-penultimate.
What were you doing to come across all of this?
It's the same thing that I'm doing when I fall into a wormhole of Wikipedia pages about mountains and bridges. I don't know what I was doing. It just happens. 3-1 to Kraus is a fastball at the letters called a strike. 3-2.
It seems like this happens often in your life.
When I have free time, I allow my mind to wander. I would recommend you do the same.
I think that was supposed to be a dig.
It wasn't. It's a suggestion. Anderson from the windup. Here's the 3-2 to Michael Kraus. This one fisted in the air out to shallow right field. Gifton Gope races back and above the brim of his cap makes the catch in shallow right field. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now batting for the Somerset Patriots is the catcher Jovan Gonzalez. Hitting .250 on the year in his 4th year as a Patriot with 3 home runs and 21 runs batted in. John Anderson allowed the first 2 batters to reach on base hits. Pacioli led off the bottom of the first with a single. Teodoro Martinez followed up on a hit and run with an infield single. As Gonzalez takes a first pitch fastball for a strike, 0-1. Since that point, Anderson got Will Kendra to fly out to a sacrifice fly, and he has retired 6 in a row. A 1 to Gonzalez lifted out of play down the right field line, 0-2.
Win prizes of the Patriots spinning wheel located in the NJIT family fun zone located behind.
Other action around the Atlantic League. We talked about how the Long Island Ducks and York Revolution were postponed yesterday for today's game. New Britain Bees hosting the High Point Rockers. High Point's been playing well as of late. 0-2 to Gonzalez, misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That game in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Rockers once again leading. They've got Joe Van Meter, who's enjoyed a resurgent season in High Point. Rockers in front 2-1. Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are hosting the Sugarland Skeeters in what has been a really difficult trip for Sugarland, and the Blue Crabs in front 6-2. That one in the end of the 4th. 1-2. Misses upstairs, rolls to the backstop, but Gonzalez isn't going anywhere. Sugarland flew up from Texas, and they had a series that began in High Point, took on the Rockers for, I believe it was a 3 or 4 game series, and then traveled up over the weekend to play here in Bridgewater for a 3-game set, and now they've driven down to Southern Maryland to play a series as well. 3 straight series on the road. 2-2. Gonzalez skies the ball out to center field. Andrew Applin barely has to move. He's able to make the catch for the 2nd out. So for the Skeeters, it's not just 3 series on the road. If they were all within, say, York, Lancaster, and Somerset, it wouldn't be as bad. But to start in North Carolina and then drive 10 hours up to Bridgewater and then another 5 hours back down to Waldorf, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
They still performed well here in Bridgewater. They took 2 of 3 over the Patriots. Somerset salvaged the weekend with a 5-2 victory on Sunday. 7 in a row retired by Anderson. This ball game is tied at 1. We have 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd. And the first pitch to Justin Pacioli misses low, 1-0.
Well, imagine over the course of the season for Sugarland, there are a couple of trips like that. I'm sure they try to limit it.
1-0. Breaking ball, doesn't break, stays up, 2-0.
I mean, you know as good as anyone with the travel how it can be, and really, more so than anything else, even once you get back home, kind of that jet lag factor.
2-0. Pacioli takes a strike.
Sure, you get home, but it still takes a couple days to catch up with everything.
I mean, it's a 1 hour difference to go down to Sugarland, so the jet lag isn't as pronounced as he might be coming, from a transatlantic trip. 2-1 to Pacioli. Bloop down the right field line. This has a chance to drop in. To his left goes Gindel, and the ball stays fair. Hits against the chalk. Pacioli turns first, and he slides feet first into second base safely. That's a 2-out double for Justin Pacioli, and Somerset has a runner in scoring position.
Out of the box, Patch was kind of not jogging with that one, but certainly wasn't running full speed. And the second he saw that ball fall in, he motored around first base.
Hit the chalk down the right field line. It was a long way to run for Caleb Gindel, and he had to play it on a bounce. So Somerset has the go-ahead run in scoring position. There's 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Lancaster just tied up the ball game on a sac fly in the top of the 3rd inning, and they also stranded 2 on base. And now Teodoro Martinez with an opportunity to return the serve for the Patriots. And an infield single to the shortstop, Michael Martinez, in his first at bat. First pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1. A run on 4 hits for Lancaster. 1 run on 3 hits for Somerset. Martinez now just 3 for 20 to begin his Patriots career, but he does have 2 home runs. He also has 5 runs batted in. Pacioli goes. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Throw to third base. Just beating the tag as Pacioli. Feet first slide into third. And Pacioli steals his 28th base of the season.
Well, I thought he got a pretty good jump, although Morin with a nice strong throw and right on the money as well. Mercedes didn't have to move the glove much at all to apply the tag.
That's a high-risk play, and I'm not sure how great the reward is.
Especially with his speed, a base hit to the outfield, he's trying to score.
And there's 2 away in the inning as well. 0-2. Martinez shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a fastball low. That's the benefit. If a ball gets away from the catcher.
Exactly. That's what it opens up, the chance to score on a wild pitch or a pass ball.
But
that's it.
And it was a close play at third base. I mean, Morin, as you mentioned, Morin's throw was right on the third base bag. Melvin Mercedes barely had to move his glove. It was a bang-bang play, really close call at third. So the infield plays back with 2 away, and a 1-2 count with Teodoro Martinez at the plate. Anderson comes set. Here's the pitch. Chopper off the shin of Martinez, foul. Still a 1-2 count. So a 2-out double from Justin Pacioli got him to second base. He then stole third, and he's 90 feet away from home. He has scored the only run of the game for Somerset. Came back in the first inning on the Kendra sac fly. Will Kendra awaits on deck. Crowd filing in still on Star Wars night. Somerset wearing specialty Darth Vader uniforms. Those are being auctioned off during the game. Even if you're not here in the ballpark, you could purchase those jerseys or at least bid on them through our Dash auction link at SomersetPatriots.com. All the proceeds benefiting the Bees Foundation. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's strike 3. Martinez down on strikes. And Pacioli stranded at third base. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 3. We're tied at 1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
I grew up with that language. I wish I knew more than I do. No. By the way, it sounds like you might have...
The shortstop, number 1. Mike.
Diamond located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Visit DiamondNation.com. First pitch to Michael Martinez, misses up and in. He jumps out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Mark Schwartz alongside Brandon Pelter. Mike Lawrence running our boards. It's a 1-1 ball game in the top of the fourth inning. O'Sullivan at 47 pitches. Here's the 1-0. And Martinez takes a called strike, 1-1. John Anderson at 41 pitches through his three innings. Both starters have allowed just one run. Both came on sacrifice flies. 1-1 slapped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Will Kenger had a sac fly for the Patriots in the home half of the first inning. That gave Somerset an early lead. And then Destin Hood responded with the bases loaded in the third inning. Had a sacrifice fly to deep center field, which tied the ball game at 1. So that's where we stand with nobody on and nobody out in the top of the fourth. Michael Martinez, the number 6 batter for the Barnstormers. 1-2 is a ground ball. Hit to short, it pops up, and Alfredo Rodriguez can't make the play. Took a bounce towards the Patriots shortstop, and Rodriguez commits his first error of the night, and the Barnstormers with a leadoff base runner in the top of the fourth.
For Alfredo, we saw it a bit more in the first half of the season. Those balls that are kind of slowly developing but hit kind of right at him, at times he can struggle, almost a matter of thinking about things too much.
Well, the ball, it might have taken a different bounce than Rodriguez anticipated before it got to him, but he was right in front of the ball. So an E6 gives Lancaster a leadoff base runner. Michael Martinez off of first base. He's 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Parker Morin drops down a bunt. It's a beauty. Rolled down the third base line, and Liam O'Sullivan's throw to first gets away. Rolls into right field. Heading for third base now, Martinez. He's held up there as Pacioli's throw from right field comes along the infield. So Parker Morin was ready to drop down a sacrifice bunt. O'Sullivan's throw got away. And now the Barnstormers, on a pair of errors, have runners at second and third with nobody out.
Just sloppy baseball, and that's it's no way to win a ball game. Back to Rodriguez. He had played in 17 straight without an error.
So that'll likely be a 2-base error for Liam O'Sullivan. The sacrifice bunt gets Martinez to second, and then the E1 advances him to third. Meanwhile, the E1 allows Parker Morin to not only reach base, but make his way onto second. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Here's Gift Ngope. First pitch. Ngope swings and muscles one out to shallow right. Coming in's Pacioli. His momentum behind him makes the catch, and Martinez will not tag up from third base. Pacioli covers some ground, and it's a big first out of the inning.
Well, I think that was, first of all, a really good jump from Justin Pacioli coming in on that ball, but also the right call from Michael Martinez at third base. I mean, that was as shallow as an outfielder will get without giving way to an infielder to make that play, and Pacioli had full momentum coming in.
So that's the first out of the inning. Still runners at second and third. There's still just one away, and now the number 9 batter, Melvin Mercedes, who grounded out to Liam O'Sullivan in his first at-bat. First pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Middle infield for the Patriots plays back. They'll likely concede a run on a ground ball. Will Kenger parallel to the third base bag, and Edwin Espinal parallel to the first base bag. Outfield isn't too deep either. 1-0 to Mercedes. Swung on and popped up. Left side of the infield, it's the shortstop Rodriguez. Jogs to his right, settles in shallow left to make a two-handed grab. That's the second out of the inning. And still runners at second and third.
Well, O'Sullivan not out of the woods yet, but 2 strong pitches, jamming these Barnstormers hitters. That's exactly what you need in this kind of spot.
But now Caleb Gindel gets an opportunity. He is the team leader in runs batted in. 69 RBI for Gindel this season. He's batting in the leadoff spot for the Barnstormers, so one would think that the RBI opportunities would not be as plentiful, but here we are with runners at second and third and 2 away. A left-handed hitter. First pitch from O'Sullivan. Swung on, and this one popped up. Shallow left field, slicing towards the foul line. Long way to run for Martinez, but he gets there and makes the catch. And Liam O'Sullivan works out of the jam. Runners at second and third with nobody out. and Lancaster strands a pair. We're tied at 1. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Come on, get one of you ladies. And not only can I get hooked up with this big old cotton candy, but I'm also hooking into wonderful...
Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place than the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at Flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they've done since 1976. Fans get updates on the team, ticket specials, and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots, that's one word, to 22828 to get signed up today. Liam O'Sullivan keeps the Barnstormers off the board, stranding a pair in scoring position in the top of the 4th. And now in the bottom of the 4th inning, Somerset will have the heart of their order due up. Ball game tied at 1. However, there's a little bit of movement in Somerset's bullpen. Looks like it could be Tyler Cloyd. We'll await confirmation. First pitch to Will Kenger, taken for a called strike, 0-1.
I'll be your second source with Tyler Cloyd.
Yeah?
Yep. Mark it down.
0-1. Kenger takes in on the hands. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's certainly a chance that it could be a scheduled opportunity for Cloyd to throw a bullpen. 1-1. Kenger swings and grounds one to the right side. Fielded in shallow right field by Gifton Gope, and he gets it onto first base.
You know, Sullivan only had 56 pitches, and it's not like he, to our knowledge, is on any kind of leash, and it didn't appear that there could have been any kind of injury that happened in the last half inning, so that's my guess.
Oh, it certainly happened before that a pitcher throws a scheduled bullpen during the game. It's just an opportunity to have a catcher down there and, you know, loosen up the arm a bit. Here's Edwin Espinal. And the first pitch from John Anderson, a knee-high fastball called the strike, 0-1.
Cloyd threw on the 10th, so 3 days ago now, and that was his first multi-inning appearance of the season, and we speculated whether he might be making a push for the rotation.
0-1 is fouled off.
And not a push more so than Brett Jody maybe looking to slide him into the rotation, so that's maybe all the more reason he'd be throwing a pen here.
Well, Thomas Dorminey is moving forward, not in the Patriots rotation. He's still within negotiations for his contract. 0-2. Misses well upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So for the foreseeable future, if Thomas Dorminey is not a part of this rotation, then there has to be a couple of arms that would step up otherwise. And now the Patriots had announced a couple of transactions earlier today that we have not spoken about just yet. As Espinal launches one foul on a 1-2. Zach Dodson, a left-handed pitcher, former draft pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's currently scheduled to pitch on Thursday. And then Chris Beck, a former major leaguer, including some time briefly with the New York Mets last year, a right-handed relief pitcher. He's been signed. He is active, and in fact, he is available for tonight's game. 1-2. Espinal swings and lines one out to center field. right at Andrew Applin. He makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Espinal hit that ball well, climbed the ladder on a fastball, had a level swing. I just hit it right at the Barnstormer center fielder. So now 2 out with nobody on, bottom of the 4th inning. The Patriots and the Barnstormers tied at 1. And here's Michael Ullman. Grounded out to second base in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Anderson works quickly from the windup, kicks and fires, and a breaking ball called to strike, 0-1. So Dodson will be the Thursday starter for the Patriots. David Holmberg will be starting tomorrow morning for Somerset. 0-1. Ullman takes another curveball called to strike, 0-2. So moving forward, you have O'Sullivan, Holmberg. We'll see how Dodson performs on Thursday. Then, of course, Rick Teasley's performed well, but after that, Vince Molesky, who has struggled in his time in the rotation. Tyler Cloyd had been working as the team's closer, albeit briefly, but still in that role. As Ullman takes low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So you wonder if Cloyd's, after that 2 innings of relief effort a couple of days ago, if he might be positioning himself to rejoin this Somerset Patriots rotation.
Makes sense to me.
Of course, has Major League experience as a starting pitcher. 1-2. Fastball just misses inside. Anderson won the call, didn't get it from a radar system. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's all part of the second half drama, the second half fun that happens every year. With injuries and contracts purchased. That's why winning the first half is always so important, because you never know what's going to happen. Ullman softly grounds 1 to third base. Racing in is Mercedes. Bobbles a bit, but collects it and fires on to first. And the inning is over. It's a 1-2-3 inning for John Anderson. We're through 4. And this ball game is still tied at 1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on
in. This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Anyone hit your child hooked on golf? The First Tee of Brereton Valley provides youth with educational programs that builds character and instills life-enhancing values through the great game of golf. Register today for classes and summer camps open for ages 7 through 17 at www.thefirsttrv.org. We provide equipment at no cost. Call 908-245-1120 for more information. Good golfers.
Have your next barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work, so you could just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your next ballpark barbecue. Joe Turdoslavich leads off, top of the 5th inning, attacks the first pitch, and tops it foul down the first base line, 0-1.
Doesn't that sound nice? Let the staff do all the work.
It does. Sounds
just kick back.
Wonderful.
Have a good day.
Absolutely.
I think especially for a day game like we have tomorrow, that's got to be perfect time for ballpark barbecue.
0-1 from O'Sullivan, misses inside, 1-1.
Maybe sneak out, take a little bit of a long lunch break.
Catch some baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of businesses, a lot of organizations do corporate outings on our camp dates. As Turdoslavich fouls one off, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a good opportunity to just take the entire office, all of your employees, take them out for a little bit and relax, get some sun, have some food, maybe some beverages, possibly some adult beverages. But, who would do that during the workout? 1-2. Check swing, didn't go on a pitch missing upstairs.
Well, speaking of corporate outings, I don't know if it's a controversy, but some news stirring with our softball game. You talked so much smack and just keep putting it off. It's been rescheduled twice now.
The 2-2's lifted foul.
And I've heard the intern's all-star, that player's not going to be available.
Is Connor not going to be here?
Connor will be here. Ouch.
Come on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's the pitch to Turdoslavich, and it misses outside. 3-2.
Well, our class can now claim this is the first year the front office staff did not win.
Yes, you can. It's no thanks to your class.
I will wear it proudly. Shirts are already in the works.
Time is called by Turdoslavich as O'Sullivan was taking his time. Already been a 6-pitch battle between the righty O'Sullivan and the switch hitter Turdoslavich, who bats from the left side. Liam from the windup. Now the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the right side off the diving glove of Edwin Espinal, and it ricochets into right field. 3rd hit of the night for Joe Turdoslavich. He has 3 of the 5 hits for the Barnstormers. And once again, Lancaster leadoff base runner, this time in the 5th.
Full extension from Edwin Espinal, and that just caught a piece of that glove. Certainly a hit.
So now batting for the Lancaster Barnstormers is Andrew Applin. Left-handed hitter, had a base hit to left field in his last at-bat. First pitch from O'Sullivan. Taken for a called strike on the hands, 0-1. Well, it's certainly unfortunate timing for the intern front office softball game, but that does lead me into an rather important note, a broadcast note.
What you got?
0-1. Applin shows bunt, a drag bunt attempt. He offered and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, for the first time in the 2019 season, coming up this Friday, I will not be on the broadcast.
What?
Instead, as I hope is not a surprise to you, you will be on the broadcast.
What?
No, Brandon Pelter, my broadcast assistant, will be taking the reins for the upcoming Patriots road trip in Southern Maryland and a big series on Long Island.
Yeah, really excited. Always appreciate the opportunity.
Pickoff attempt to first base, and they got him. Joe Turdoslavich was leaning the wrong way, and Liam O'Sullivan picks him off of first base. That's the first out of the inning.
And second time in as many games that a Patriots pitcher has picked off a base runner.
Turdoslavich had 4 stolen bases on the season. He's picked off of first, and now a 1-ball, 2-strike count with 1 away in the top of the 5th. O'Sullivan on the mound, Andrew Applin at the plate. And the righty O'Sullivan shakes off Yovan Gonzalez a couple of times. Now comes set. Here's the 1-2. It's a fastball up and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But in all seriousness, we're very excited, Brandon, for you to go on the road, take the reins for the SPN and CTC broadcast. I'm sure you'll do a tremendous job.
I hope so. Appreciate the confidence.
Well, I hope that you would have as much confidence in yourself as we have in you. The 2-2 slice foul.
Now I'm ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. Hopefully don't show you up.
So Brandon will be on the airwaves for the upcoming 3-game series in Southern Maryland, and then the 4-game set on Long Island as Applin bloops one out along the infield. Right side, Ray Navarro still along the infield dirt, makes the catch at second base for the second out. You'll be going solo on those broadcasts as well.
Yes, sir.
But of course, Brandon, you have plenty of broadcast experience, not only with the Somerset Patriots, but a couple of years over in the Cape Cod League and with Penn State.
Yep.
So we feel very confident leaving the broadcast in your hands.
Should be a lot of fun. And we hope you'll join us.
Destin Hood, with 2 out, nobody on, grounds the first pitch foul down the third baseline. Anything you're nervous about? Any reservations for going on the road?
No. Let's think. Well, one of the tops of my list is always the food, so we'll have to figure out the good spots. I haven't done the research in that department yet.
0-1. Hood breaks his bat and softly grounds one to short. Decides that he's not even going to run down the first base line. Instead, he just starts walking back towards his own dugout. Bat shattered in half, in hand. And that will retire the side. So Liam O'Sullivan works around a leadoff base hit and works a 1-2-3, top of the 5th inning. Halfway home, we're tied at 1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
I fight every night.
Every hour.
Every minute.
And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
Only filled in. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. HealthQuest, a top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community. Conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days a week, HealthQuest proudly serves all of central New Jersey. At HealthQuest, it's not just another day at the gym, it's a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. It'll be Ray Navarro to lead off in the home half of the 5th inning. First pitch from John Anderson. Fastball taken at the knees, a called strike, 0-1. This ball game is tied at 1, and we're through the first 4.5 innings tonight. 0-1 from Anderson to Navarro, outside. Patriots grabbed the 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning on a Will Kendra sacrifice fly. The Barnstormers tied it up in the top of the 3rd on a what? On a Destin Hood sacrifice.
Fly, yep. Scored Caleb Gindle.
I thought you had something to say.
I did.
1-1. Navarro lines it foul down the third baseline.
Well, John Anderson, before the previous pitch, after he delivered, kind of took a stroll around, shaking out that right foot. I wonder if that's still bothering him.
He was hit by a ground ball back in the bottom of the 2nd inning by the man who's at the plate right here, Ray Navarro.
It was a hot shot.
1-2's a line drive foul to the backstop. Patriots only have 3 hits so far tonight. 2 of them came from the first 2 batters of the ball game, Pacioli and Martinez, and then Pacioli had a 2-out double in the 3rd inning, stole third base but was stranded there. 1-2 to Navarro taken high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reminder, if you are tuned into this broadcast and you want an opportunity to bid on the specialty Somerset Patriots Star Wars uniforms that they are wearing today, you do still have time. Navarro chops the 2-2 to third base. It's collected by Mercedes, and he gets it onto first. 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Not a whole lot of time, though. You only have until 9 o'clock.
That's right.
You can go on our website and find a link to Dash Auction and place your best bid. They're really cool jerseys. Now, is it Bobby that creates these?
He works, our senior director of merchandise, Robert Crossman, he works with another agency to put together the design and ultimately get approval from the sponsor. Alfredo Rodriguez takes the first pitch, fastball 0-1.
Pretty neat.
They're light also. The players always love wearing these specialty uniforms because they're a lighter material than the normal jerseys. 0-1 misses high.
Well, and even the normal jerseys they wear, I was surprised to see that they don't actually button. They have the buttons on them, but it's not like a true jersey, and it's because they're lighter.
1-1. Misses high. 2-1. Well, you still have a jersey that was given to you, don't you?
Blowing up my spot, huh? I do. In case I need to on-field host any more games, I do.
But to be honest, I mean, it seems like a simple thing to say, but the uniforms are something that these players wear all season long. 2-1 is a hard-hit ground ball through the middle of the infield. That rolls into center for Alfredo Rodriguez. He reaches base, just the 4th hit of the game for Somerset, and now a 10-game on-base streak for Patriot shortstop.
Yeah, a hard-hit grounder right back up the middle. Some of the Patriots' bats have really been getting good wood off of John Anderson, and a few hard-hit balls right back up the middle. It seems like Somerset starting to see the ball a little better out of his hand.
That'll bring up Krause. But previous Patriot uniforms were heavier, and some of the players voiced their opinion, saying a lighter uniform would lead to an increase in production. Quick snap throw from Anderson to first base, and Rodriguez jumps back in.
Well, and even Major League Baseball as a whole, they have new uniforms with Under Armour. So I don't know if there's a big difference in the design. They don't look any different.
Another snap throw to first base, and Rodriguez gets back in. It's all about breathability, I think. A lot of these uniforms have like hidden areas where there might be some mesh,
Yeah,
like under the arms. I think is a big spot to allow it to breathe. Krause attacks the first pitch from Anderson. Skies it out to center field in deep. Backpedaling close to the warning track is Andrew Applin. He makes the catch. Holding at first base is Alfredo Rodriguez, though the throw comes a little high to second. So Krause flies out to deep center, and there's 2 away in the home half of the 5th. Ball game still tied at 1. Ball seems to be carrying a bit tonight. I didn't think that one had as much legs under it that it did. And we were expecting some inclement weather. That has since subsided, and we are in the home half of the 5th inning. First game of the 3-game series between the Patriots and the Barnstormers. Somerset has lost 3 in a row against Lancaster, all 3 coming in their last series at Clipper Magazine Stadium in late July. Another throw on to first base. It's weird, but the Patriots are now at the point of the season where they could say this is their final meeting against a certain team. They've already had all of their road trips to Clipper Magazine Stadium this year. They are done going to Lancaster in 2019. And Rodriguez goes, pitch misses outside, throw down to second base, the pick a little high, but the tag applied by Ngope, and the inning is over. Alfredo Rodriguez thrown out trying to steal second base. So John Anderson faces the minimum in the home half of the 5th inning. No runs on a hit, nobody left on base. We're through 5, and this ball game still tied at 1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com. Oh.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, Field of Dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 could have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
It's the top of the 6th inning. Patriots and the Barnstormers tied at 1. And here is Brandon Pelter.
Thank you, Mark. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up. Casey Hobson, Michael Martinez, and Parker Morin still facing Liam O'Sullivan, who gave up a run in the 3rd. It was a sac fly RBI from Destin Hood that scored Caleb Gindel to knot us up after the Patriots got out to a 1-0 lead. Scoring back in the 1st inning. Hobson steps in. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out so far tonight. Knotted at 1. We're in the 6th. O'Sullivan, the righty, winds, and the pitch. Hobson fouls it back. O'Sullivan just over 70 pitches. John Anderson at 66 through his 5 innings of work. The 1 on its way. Hobson swings and rips that one on the ground right to first. Espinal is there and will flip to O'Sullivan, who hustled over to cover the bag. Espinal could have taken that one himself, and he smiles.
Espinal has a good glove at first base. I think some people oftentimes forget that. This is a man that had some accolades for his glove earlier in his professional career, specifically when he was playing in the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. And he shows off a really good glove. He might not have that much mobility at first, but on plays that are, within his range, he's excellent.
Michael Martinez takes a fastball upstairs. Espinal, a couple gold gloves in minor league baseball. It's the 1-0 poured in for a strike on the inner half.
In 2017, he was both an MILB.com organizational all-star for the Pittsburgh Pirates, but he was also an MILB Gold Glove winner, playing with the Indianapolis Indians.
1-1, that misses below the knees.
That season, he did not record a single error over 991 combined chances.
2-1 is chopped up the first base side. Espinal, towing the foul line, will field and take it to the bag himself. Boy, he looked like a wide receiver right there, keeping the toes in, flashing the leather, records the second out.
I think he wanted to make sure that he fielded that ball, though it was behind the first base bag, just for the optics of it. I think he wanted to field it in fair territory, or at least with his body standing in fair territory to, provide more assurance for the first base umpire Tom Gandolfo that ball was indeed fair.
2 away now, and Parker Moore, and the lefty is up. Always something going on with Edwin Espinal. Always. Tonight, no different. The pitch. Morin takes a fastball that misses away. O'Sullivan coming off of one of his strongest performances of the season. We talked about it off the top. Against the best offense in the league, the York Revolution. 1-0 pitch. Morin swings and grounds this one. Backhanded by Espinal at first. He'll fire onto O'Sullivan, covering the bag. And that is in time. Edwin Espinal put to work in the 6th. O'Sullivan retires the Stormers in order through 5.5. Tied at 1 between Lancaster and Somerset. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, field of dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 could have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. Somerset Patriots Suite Level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers and the 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. On to the home half of the sixth. Tied at 1, it's the Lancaster Barnstormers and Somerset Patriots. First game of a 3-game set. And Star Wars night at the ballpark. Nearly 20 different characters from Star Wars are here at TD Bank Ballpark. They were on the field pregame, now taking pictures on the concourse. Yogi Gonzalez leads it off. First pitch from John Anderson. Fouled in and out of the mitt of Morin. Gonzalez hitting .250 entering the night. He flew out to center in his first at-bat. Morin steps off, or rather Anderson steps off, and now Morin with a trip out to the mound. Joined by Frank Urilli, the home plate umpire. Can only review signals and signs, and no action in the Stormer bullpen, so that's all it was. For Anderson, this is 18th game started this season. 23rd appearance. Third season with the Barnstormers, the 0-1. Gonzalez swings and lifts it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Last season started 12 games. A 6-1 record with a 3.43 ERA. He's 16-10 overall with Lancaster. 0-2. Fastball just below the knees. Anderson thought he had him. Hit the glove. Morin didn't have to move it a whole lot, but ABS not fooled. The pitch. Gonzalez swings and misses at a breaking ball that just fell off the table, first out of the 6th.
Anderson's really settled in well. Only 4 hits for the Patriots, and seems as this night has progressed, shook off a little bit of rust in the first inning, but since that point, he's looked very good.
That only his 2nd strikeout of the ball game. Does not have any walks. Now Justin Pacioli in. Anderson so far this season 7-6. The ERA only 3.93 though. You hear a record like that and you'd think it might be much more inflated. The pitch to Patch. Squares but pulls it back as that one misses above the letters.
And it's certainly easy to see an ERA become a little more inflated when pitching at Clipper Magazine Stadium as well. One of the bigger hitter-friendly ballparks in the league.
Anderson delivers. Swung on and missed hard off the backstop. It comes up the first base side, and Pacioli stays put in the right-handed batter's box. We've talked about it a ton, but a reminder here in the second half for the Atlantic League that any pitch not caught in flight by the catcher, excluding foul balls, of course, is live as if it were a drop third strike. With a runner on, it creates a force play. That time, Pacioli opted not to try and advance. The 1-1. Swung on, he hits a breaking ball, chops it to third. Mercedes sits back, and now a strong throw on to first for out number 2.
First time that Pacioli's been retired. Craig Massey has the night off with the lefty Craig Anderson on the mound, and Pacioli's performed well in the leadoff spot. It's a spot where you think that, his style of game makes sense, but hasn't had a lot of opportunities hitting leadoff for the Patriots this season. In fact, for Pacioli, this is only the 6th time he's batted leadoff this year.
Teodoro Martinez is up. It takes the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. He seems like the prototypical either 1 or 9 man in a lineup. Speed, provides really good defense.
He's been getting on base with a lot more regularity as well.
0-1, off speed poured into the strike zone. Patch has collected a hit now in 18 of his last 21 games, has an 11-game on-base streak. 0-2 on Martinez. The lefty rocks and fires. In the dirt, that one 58-footer, blocked by Morin.
I think Martinez thought for a brief moment about taking off there. The ball bounced in front of him down the first base line, so he clearly wasn't going to go anywhere. But his reaction after stepping aside out of the right-handed batter's box, I think he leaned towards first base just a bit with the new rule in mind.
To provide a little more clarity, you have to leave the box, but also show intent trying to take first base. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit hard, backhanded at short, but it's off the glove of Martinez and trickles into shallow left field. He won't have a play. Tried to glove it on a hop backhand chest high. We'll see how that's scored. It was a hard hit ball. Regardless, Martinez is at first with 2 away.
The Patriots dugout not happy once again with the scoring as they look back towards the press box. Look, Martinez has speed. It wouldn't have been an easy play for Michael Martinez, but he took a couple of hard steps to his right, but the ball clearly hit off of his glove, and the ball was hit hard enough. I think Martinez has a good chance to make the play at first if he fields it cleanly.
Kenger fouls the first pitch back. It's maybe Dwayne Belo and Mike Krause staring up towards the press box.
Vince Molesky a bit also. Look, the players are going to look out for, all of their teammates' best interests, and hits help these guys out. They certainly do.
Throw over to first. Martinez back on a dive.
But what has to be understood is that the official scores at each ballpark are technically independent contractors and aren't supposed to play favorites to one side or the other.
I think that's a good note. You tend to forget that. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. Throw down to second base. It is not in time on the swipe tag. Martinez thought he got the other Martinez, Teodoro, the base runner, on the helmet going by with a little swipe tag. Instead, Mel Cheatham says no, and now the base runner Martinez is on to second base in scoring position with 2 away.
We've had a couple of Martinez versus Martinez plays. That throw was a little towards the right of the second base bag by the catcher Parker Morin, and the shortstop Michael Martinez did well to catch the ball and try to drop the tag immediately, but Teodoro Martinez had already passed him at that point, and Mel Cheatham gave the Patriots the call.
The 1-1. Kenger takes it up and in on the hands, maybe a bit higher, and the count now 2 balls and a strike on the Patriot lefty. Anderson peeks at second. The pitch. Kenger watches that off-speed pitch called a strike. It settles on the outer third. Count now even. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner on second. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the 6th inning at TD Bank Ballpark. First game of 3. Anderson, the lefty, sets at the chest in the pitch. Swung on and chopped up the first base side. Hobson has to charge. He has a tough play. Nobody covers the bag. Kenger is safe. Fired across the diamond. They caught Teodoro Martinez leaning. A heads-up play by Casey Hobson. Martinez rounded third hard. And the throw across the diamond got him. The Patriots retired in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error. 1 man left on base. 1-1 the score through 6 between Lancaster and Somerset. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
Turn to double play with NJM Insurance Group's Bundle and Save discount. Get started today with an auto insurance quote at NJM.com. This isn't just insurance, it's NJM. We're to the 7th, 1-1 the score between Lancaster and Somerset. Still Liam O'Sullivan on the bump. He settled in well. Gave up a run in the 3rd on a sac fly. That's it, 79 pitches. The first pitch here home delivers a fastball strike to Gift and Goppe.
Remember, O'Sullivan's coming off a season-high 7 2/3 innings his last time out against the Revs as well. So he's been giving this Patriots team a lot more length as of late.
The wind in the pitch. And Goppe takes that one on the outer third. No balls and 2 strikes. Liam getting ahead. Got into a bit of trouble in that 3rd with a few first pitch swingers. Was trying to get ahead in counts and just left it over the plate. As the 1-1 is a hard hit grounder past a diving Alfredo Rodriguez and into left field.
Great effort from Rodriguez to his right. Last second full extension dive and had the glove close to where it needed to be, and Goppe hit that ball simply too hard. Rodriguez has made a name for himself with those plays specifically ranging to his right, but not able to get to that one.
Now a man on to start out the 7th inning for the Barnstormers. Melvin Mercedes is up. Barnstormers in a bit of a skid with the Patriots as well. Both teams at the bottom of their divisions as Mercedes takes the first pitch upstairs. Somerset is actually in 3rd. They're 6 games back of High Point. Lancaster 8.5 behind York in the Freedom Division. Corners are up. Here's the 1-0. Mercedes takes that upstairs as well. 2 balls and no strikes. Melvin listed at 5'8". And when he's in his batting stance on the left side, really bends the knees with the open stance. Gope off of first. O'Sullivan, the righty, sets the 2-0. Squares around but pulls it back. A called strike nonetheless. It's 2-1.
The way that both of these teams have hit so far, and there's been opportunities left on the base paths for both clubs, I don't mind Lancaster trying to play small ball here at all.
2-1. Swung on and a slow grounder, chopped to second. Navarro flips to second. It's out of the grasp of Rodriguez. Deflected off of his glove. It was a reach to get there. Everybody's safe with runners at first and second, and that should be an E4.
Navarro was caught in between whether or not he wanted to try to apply the tag on Gifton Gope once he fielded that ground ball, or whether or not he wanted to shift the ball onto second base. And I think at the last second he decided, you know what, I'm going to just try to get the easy out at second instead of trying to do the tag double play. And in doing so, rushed the flip a little toward second base, and it was inaccurate, and now everyone's safe.
Turns the lineup over. Here's Caleb Gindel. First pitch misses away. Runners are on first and second with no outs for the Stormers. We're in the top of the 7th. In a 1-1 ball game, the Patriots have just committed their 3rd error of the game. 3 is the most they've had in a game this season. O'Sullivan setting and delivering. Swung on and looped down the left field line. That tails foul into the NJM picnic area.
O'Sullivan was able to work around a couple of errors in the 4th inning to keep the Barnstormers off the board, including one of his own. But, you know, the more opportunities you give this team, and especially getting back to the top of the order where their 3 most dangerous batters lie, flirting with danger.
The 1-1 is up and in. No action in the Patriots bullpen. Barnstormers threatening with Caleb Gindel at the plate. He scored the lone Stormers run in the 3rd. The righty delivers. Swung on and rolled it over. He chopped it to first. Espinal fires to second for 1. That's all they'll get. Slow developing grounder. Rodriguez smart to not force anything. Now 1 away and runners on the corners.
It's a smart play there by Espinal also. It would have been very easy to just sort of sit back, play that ball, and take it to first base for the shore out. But what Espinal is able to do there in getting the lead runner out at second base is, 1, take another guy away from scoring position, and 2, keep a double play in order with a runner at first and 1 away. And Joe Turdoslavich, who's already hit the ball on the ground a couple of times today, coming to the plate.
Well, Brett Jody out to the mound to take Liam O'Sullivan out. And a lefty is coming into this ball game. We're in the top of the 7th as the Barnstormers continue to threaten runners on the corners with 1 away. But for now, Lancaster and Somerset are tied at 1. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
It's Kinley.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
For complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. I.B. Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbreck at Bridgewater Optometric Center, located in Provision at the Somerset Shopping Center. Bridgewater Optometric Center is the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Bring in your Patriots ticket stub for an additional 5% discount. The new lefty on the mound for the Patriots is Jeff Kinley. He comes into this ball game tied at 1.
Third appearance of the season for the newly acquired southpaw. He has not yet allowed an earned run. Over his 2 innings of work, he has struck out 2 batters and has walked 1. Last time that Kinley was on bump was back on August 10th. And he comes in here with runners on the corners and 1 away. And it's interesting because the batter due up is the switch-hitting Joe Turdoslavich. This season, Turdoslavich is a .290 batter against right-handed pitching, and he is a .321 batter against left-handed pitching. So at 90 pitches, Brett Jody takes out his starting pitcher O'Sullivan, brings in Kinley, who has performed well, and the Barnstormers have not yet seen Kinley this year, so it could certainly work in Kinley's favor. But from a statistical standpoint, Turdoslavich has played better from the right side of the plate.
But what he doesn't have against lefties is power. Only 2 home runs against lefties, 14 against right-handed pitchers. He comes into this ball game with 1 out in the 7th, tied at 1, and runners on the corners. Turdoslavich, the switch hitter, will bat from the right side. Kinley sets and delivers. Swing and a miss, started him off speed. Patriots infield is back, looking to turn 2. Gifton Gope is at third, and Caleb Gindel at first. Kinley steps off, now back onto the first base side of the rubber. Oh, 1. Is swung on, and this one lofted deep into the right center field alley. Pacioli is back, as is Kraus. They look down, and that one touches down. 1 run scores. Another gets the wave. Throw comes to the plate. Now a back throw to second base. It's not in time. Gindel chugged around third hard. He stopped up and retreated. Then the throw from Espinal was cut off and went to second to try to throw behind Turdoslavich. But Turdoslavich just sliding back in time. Nonetheless, Lancaster now ahead 2-1 in the 7th.
That is the 4th hit of the ball game for the former Atlanta Brave. And showing off a lot of power, going opposite field, deepest part of the ballpark in right center. And it's short hopped against the Hicks paving sign. Lancaster opted to play a little conservatively, not to send Caleb Gindel around third base, and they will continue to threaten with runners at second and third.
Ray Navarro does have a strong arm. Now the Patriots infield comes up with 2 men in scoring position. The 3-man Andrew Applin is up, and he swings and fouls the first pitch off.
All right. Granted, it's a small sample size, but Applin has hit .318 against left-handed pitching. Of course, only over 22 at-bats. And it goes up against the lefty Kinley here.
Patriots now down 2-1. We're in the 7th. After the 7th inning in this second half, they're 0-16 when trailing. The 0-1 pitch. Applin fouls it straight back, 0-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now 8:58. That means you have 2 minutes remaining.
Jeff Kinley has showed off a strong slider as one of his out pitches. And in a lefty-lefty matchup, ahead in the count 0-2. Seems to be a good spot where maybe you try to snap off a nice slider that starts at the hip of Applin and works away from the strike zone.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Called by the great Mark Schwartz. That slider, as you said, starting at the hips and breaking down and away, gets Applin to swing over the top of it. Now 2 away, and the infield can back up.
Oh, it's a big strikeout situation where, you know, a strikeout does so much good instead of putting the risk of putting the ball in play. So Applin went for the strikeout pitch, brought the hammer slider, and he's able to fool Applin. First time the two had faced against each other in this Atlantic League.
That brings up Destin Hood. 2 on, 2 away, and the pitch challenged him with a fastball. Hood couldn't catch up to it.
Well, in Kinley's first game, he touched 94 with his fastball, was sitting more around 91, 92, but still for a 27-year-old southpaw in the Atlantic League, those are good numbers.
Hood Waggles the bat across home plate. Now asks for time. It's granted by Frank Urilli. Barnstormers with a run across this half inning gives them a 2-1 lead. The 0-1 in tight towards the shoe tops. Hood backs the foot away.
Now that run that the Patriots allowed is unearned because it was Gifton Gope scoring after he reached second base on an E4, and because that would have been the third out of the inning at this point, I believe any other ensuing run that scores would be unearned.
Yes, sir. 1-1 in the dirt. That one skips off of the glove of Gonzalez and up the third base side onto the warning track. 1 run will score. Turdoslavich over to third. 3-1 the Barnstormer lead in the 7th.
Applin had showed off a strong slider in the at-bat against Andrew Applin. Tried to snap off another one, this time breaking in to the right-handed hitting Destin Hood. And a little bit too much bite hit in the dirt before it got to Gonzalez. And Jovan tried to slide to his right, or left rather, to keep the ball in front, but took a bad bounce, might have deflected off the top of his left shoulder, bounced away, and the Barnstormers get another run on a wild pitch.
The count 2-1 on Hood. Kinley, the lefty, sets, and the southpaw delivers. Swung on and hit hard, past the diving Kendra. It's a fair ball down the left field line. Turdoslavich will score. Hood chugging for second. He'll jog in, and it's an RBI double for Destin Hood. Now a 4-1 Barnstormer lead.
Kenger is a wiry third baseman listed at 6'2", 180. And he dove full extension to his right. Wasn't really guarding the line, and that ball just snuck fair. Past the outstretched diving glove of Kenger. It's a big 2-out hit for Hood. Increases the Barnstormer lead to a 3-run margin. Gives them a little more cushion as we approach the latter stages of this ballgame.
Your attention, please. Now pinch running at second base for the Barnstormers.
Pinch runner over to second.
Devon Torrance.
That'll be Devon Torrance. He steps in for Destin Hood, the designated hitter. And now at the plate, it's Casey Hobson. The lefty settles in. Lefty-lefty matchup with 2 away. And the first pitch, a fastball misses upstairs.
So the book now should be closed on Liam O'Sullivan. The 2 inherited runners for Kinley have scored. So there's 3 runs charged to Liam O'Sullivan, but only 1 of those runs earned.
The 1-0 pitch is swung on, and this one clubbed deep down the left field line, but hooks foul.
So it's a disappointing end to the night for O'Sullivan. I mean, I thought he looked very strong again tonight. Worked himself out of a couple of tough situations and has now seen his ERA drop to 3.43. But right now, if the Patriots can't come from behind late tonight, O'Sullivan would be on the losing end of this decision.
Kinley peeks at second in the 1-1. Check swing, lined foul. That was a laser beam that just missed the net. Up the third base side, sent a few fans scattering, but everyone's okay. Kinley ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the 7th. The lefty comes home. Breaking ball called strike 3. Slider finds the outside corner, and Hobson is down looking, but not before the Stormers strike for 3 on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 man left on base. 4-1. Lancaster leads Somerset. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. 4-1 the score. Home half of the 7th, Lancaster leads Somerset. The Barnstormers have posted a 3 spot in the top half of the inning. And Edwin Espinal leads this inning off. It's still John Anderson, the lefty. On the bump for Lancaster through 6 innings, has given up 5 hits, just 1 run. Anderson had a cool 82 pitches. The first pitch delivered a fastball at the knees on the outer half. That's called a strike on El Poco. Espinal 0 for 2, coming off of a 3 RBI performance on Sunday. 0-1. Swings and drills that one foul right side. We've talked a bunch about the Patriots and the loss of players throughout the second half. A lot of pitchers. 0-2. He swung on a hard hit grounder, just foul up the third base line.
That wasn't foul by much.
But for Somerset, lost a bunch of pitchers, but also one of their top bats in Ramon Flores. And just a quick check-in on him with the Rochester Red Wings, AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. Through 10 games, he's hitting .382. So off to a lot of success, a home run, 6 RBI. 0-2 pitch. Espinal swings and misses. It was off speed, upstairs, 1 away in the 7th.
Well, it's always good to see those alumni reports, and for Flores, he's a guy that has major league experience. We talked about it throughout the season, Brandon, where we were surprised that nobody had come around to pick him up yet, and now he finally gets his opportunity, and it's great to see him making the most of it.
As John Anderson continues in this ball game, Liam O'Sullivan's line is finalized. When 90 pitches, as Anderson throws to Ullman, a fastball in the outer half. I was a little surprised to see Liam taken out of the game, but also you don't want to obviously keep him in there too long and watch him really get roughed up. The pitch is off the end of the back, grounded foul right side. So O'Sullivan comes out after 6 1/3 and 90 pitches, gives up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Now does have 4 straight games without allowing a home run.
Well, I think it was a difficult spot for Brett because coming to the plate was Joe Trdoslavich, and he already had 3 hits against O'Sullivan. It was in the 7th inning. It was a big moment in the ball game, tied at 1.
0-2. Fastball, that one just misses low and in. Warren certainly thought he had it.
So I think the conversation becomes, do you want Trdoslavich to face O'Sullivan for the 4th time, having already been 3 for 3 with a possibly slightly more fatigued O'Sullivan, or do you bring in somebody who he hasn't faced yet?
1-2, waved at and missed. Breaking ball in the outer third. Now 2 strikeouts in the 7th for John Anderson, 2 away.
It was a good-looking off-speed pitch, got Ullman well out in front. Ullman 0 for 3. But back to the O'Sullivan situation, it's easy to have 20/20 hindsight, but I understand both sides of the coin. O'Sullivan had been pitching well. He, I'm sure, wants to finish off the inning, but you bring in somebody like Kinley, who Trdoslavich hasn't seen yet this year, and you hope that maybe a relatively new pitcher can have a little bit more success.
Ray Navarro takes the first pitch in the dirt. 2 away in the 7th. Patriots with a run on 5 hits. They've made 3 errors, tied for a season high. The Barnstormers 4 runs on 8 hits. They have an error as well. Anderson rocks and fires. Off speed, misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. The count on Navarro, who who's hitting .252, was robbed of a hit earlier in the second. Smoked one off the foot of Anderson. Caromed right to the catcher, Morin, who threw on to first. 2-0. Is swung on and lifted out of play right side. Four to 1 the score, thanks to a 3 spot from the Stormers in the 7th. The 2-1 pitch is laced down the left field line, but foul. Navarro out in front of that off-speed pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on for Somerset. The lefty rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side. Uses the fastball there to set Navarro down. And through 7, Lancaster leads Somerset 4-1. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
and I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit BalariNJ.com to learn more today.
On that side, and 5 on this side. It's a tie between our insect repellent and our hairspray. Now yeah, good job. Make some noise for all of our wonderful cans out here. And don't forget, the Eastern Aerosol Association reminds you to take those empty aerosol cans, put them in a recycling can.
True & Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area in the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True & Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Patriots make the call to the bullpen in the top of the 8th. They're down 4-1, taking on the Lancaster Barnstormers, and they again go, this time, it's to Junior Rincon, the righty.
Oh, Rincon now making his 3rd appearance of the season for the Patriots, and similar to Kinley, over his first 2 appearances, has not yet allowed an earned run. He did find himself in a little bit more danger in his last outing, wound up going an inning and a third, and did allow a couple of hits, but worked out of danger. He will be making his 3rd appearance for the Patriots. Appeared in 43 games as a reliever with the York Revolution last year, an ERA under 3. Patriots view him as another option later in ball games. He has that experience, especially in the Atlantic League, specifically with York last year. So he continues to work on a bit of a, not a tryout basis, but to show Brett and this pitching staff and this coaching staff that he deserves late inning opportunities.
Looking to prove what he can do here for the Patriots. It'll be Michael Martinez that leads it off. Switch hitter bat from the left side. The first pitch is swung on and ripped right back up the middle, past a diving Alfredo Rodriguez and into center field. Rincon went down to a crouch, stuck the glove up, but couldn't put any leather on that one. And Martinez a leadoff single in the 8th.
Lancaster's had some success attacking burst pitches so far today. And Martinez, another beneficiary, especially jumping off of somebody who just came out of the bullpen. Oftentimes you'll see a first pitch fastball just to try to locate and get ahead, and Martinez was ready for it.
So that brings up Parker Morin. Morin 1 for 2. Single to right, laid down a sack bunt, reached down and he won and grounded out. First pitch. Morin, check swing on a high fastball, and he went around on the appeal, says third base umpire Mel Cheatham. Said it earlier, but Patriots in the second half have struggled when down late in ball games. 0-16 when trailing after the 7th inning. We're in the 8th. It's a 4-1 lead for Lancaster. Rincon the 0-1. Misses away. Somerset has not had a whole lot of runners in scoring position. So far, just 1 for 2 tonight. In that opportunity, runner goes on the pitch, a breaking ball that clips the inside corner, and no throw from Yovi Gonzalez. So a swiped bag for Michael Martinez puts him into scoring position with no outs in the 8th.
That was a massive jump off of first base from Martinez. And not only that big jump, but it was also a curveball from Rincon. So a perfect combination for Martinez. And once Gonzalez got that ball in his glove, he recognized there was no chance he was going to throw him out at second base.
5th stolen base of the season for Martinez, and now Yovi Gonzalez calls for time to run over a few things with Junior Rincon on the quick mound visit. Already has ended. Somerset can't really afford to give up any more runs here after giving up 3 unearned in the 7th inning to give the Barnstormers the lead. 1-2 the count. Rincon delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball finished down low. Morin dropped to a knee. He's the first out in the 8th.
Well, it's been a limited sample size so far for Rincon, but over the first 3 times that I've seen him, seems to have a pretty nice, almost 12-6 curveball. Has a lot of downward movement to it, and when he's able to sort of line that up correctly with the new automated balls and strike system and just have it fall off the table towards home plate, that is a tough pitch to hit.
Gifting Gope up next. The pitch. Fastball misses low. And Gope scored the go-ahead run in the 7th. As it stands right now, reached on a single, advanced to second on an E4. Continued his way around the bases, was hit in by Joe Turdoslavich as the 1-1 just misses off the outer edge. The Barnstormers swept the Patriots the last time these two teams faced off at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The 2-0 was lifted out of play behind the net.
And that was a series where the first game, the Patriots held a 4-2 lead going into the bottom of the 9th inning, and Jonathan Cheshire blew the save. The second game, Thomas Dormany had 4 perfect innings to begin his night, and Somerset lost the lead in the bottom of the 6th inning, I believe.
2-1 pitch. He swung on, and this one lofted deep to left center field. Kraus looking up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run home run for Gifting Gope. Now a 6-1 Barnstormer lead in the 8th.
Bit of a flat fastball from Rincon, and a little elevated in the zone as well. For Ngope, it's only his 2nd home run in a Barnstormer uniform. Has not been known too much for his power across his professional baseball career, but that was no cheap shot at all. Left center field over the Flemington department store sign, and he got all of that one.
Now Melvin Mercedes steps in. And this one just got a whole lot harder for Somerset. First pitch to Mercedes. That 12-6 curve skips in the dirt. For the Patriots, after the 2 tough losses in games 1 and 2, then just got the doors blown off in game 3, a 10-0 loss. The pitch. Fastball stays up.
This is a Barnstormers team that, to be fair, has probably played a little below their expectations this year. And they've kept a pretty similar core to the team last year that came very close to advancing to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
2-0. Is fisted into shallow center field. Kraus got a good jump. He slides and he makes the catch. Coming in hard, sliding down, all the while reaching across his body to record the second out in the eighth.
It's just a great effort from Michael Kraus. He got a perfect read on that ball off the bat, raced in, never hesitated, sort of floats as he's running, and then came in towards shallow left center field. A feet first slide, had to take the glove on his left hand and sort of reach across his body just a bit, but made it look easy for the second out.
First pitch to Caleb Gindel, breaking ball in the dirt that Yovi couldn't pick, got to the backstop. But Gindel not advancing. There was a check swing, and on appeal, no swing, says Mel Cheatham. So after all that, a ball. Reminder, tomorrow an 11:05 start. We hope you'll join us, whether from work, at home, even on the go. 1-0. Curveball called a strike. You can find it all on spn.tv. You can also tune in on 1450 WCTC or WCTCAM.com. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. 1-1 is tagged foul. You name it, chances are we've got it.
Twitch, too.
Twitch.
I'd like to take
Periscope.
A big shout out to all of our Twitch viewers.
1-2 the count on Gindel. Rincon sets the pitch. Swing and a miss, chased a high fastball. And that will do it for the Barnstormers in the top of the eighth, but they tack on two more thanks to the two-run home run from Gift and Gope. Through 7.5, Lancaster leads Somerset 6-1. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The Somerset Patriots are back at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. It is the most fun you'll have all summer with fireworks, celebrity appearances, and championship baseball. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Nobody was...
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots Baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for information today. 6-1 the score. We're in the bottom of the eighth inning, and Lancaster leads this one 6-1. They turn to a right-hander. It's Scott Schumann.
Schumann, a long-time Barnstormer. Another guy that had to suffer through a good deal of injuries this year, but he's now making his 22nd appearance for the Barnstormers, 2-1 with a 3.57 ERA. He has been in the Atlantic League ever since 2015. A couple of years with Bridgeport, a brief stint with the Ducks in 2016, and then now his third year with the Lancaster Barnstormers, and he has consistently been one of the best relievers in the Atlantic League. ERAs consistently under 3. Again, a little over 3 in 2019, but he's battled some injuries, and he comes on the mound here as a setup man for the normal closers, Cody Epley. But again, this is not a save opportunity.
Nobody warming in the Barnstormer bullpen right now, but that could certainly change. Still a little bit early to get someone ready. Alfredo Rodriguez steps in. The Patriots down 5. Going to take a lot of offense. Schumann, the lanky righty, sets and delivers. Over the top delivery. It's a fastball that misses outside. For the Patriots in the second half, 10-3 when they score 4 or more runs. 1-16 when they score 3 or less. The 1-0. Rodriguez takes another fastball. This one clips the outside corner. Schumann delivers. Breaking ball, that's called a strike. Keeping everything away from Alfredo Rodriguez, who's 1 for 2 with a single up the middle. Extending his on-base streak to 10 games. Through the first 9, hit .367 with a .500 OBP. Pretty good. 1-2. Lunges at that one and lofts it to shallow right. Gindel a few steps in, and on the jog, he'll make the catch for the first out in the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 22, Mike Krause.
Tomorrow an 11:05 game, and then Thursday, the final game of this 6-game homestand for the Patriots. The final game of the series is Garden State Agriculture Night. I believe we'll have a little bit of a farmer's fair outside of the ballpark. First, 2,000 fans get a potted plant. First pitch to Michael Krause, misses low. And we'll also have the well-noted Produce Pete, famous grocer and chef here at the ballpark. 1-0. Swing and a miss over a breaking ball that dipped low. Another note for Thursday night's contest is that will be wine night. So if you're interested, only a few tickets left. For $40, you get a ticket on the suite level. Get to sample rosés from around the world. 1-1 is fouled off. There will also be a buffet included, a pretty good deal. And then you get to catch a baseball game. So that all starts at 6 o'clock with the 7:05 game. If you're interested in wine night, I better get on that one pretty quickly. Only a couple tickets left, and you can call 908-252-0700. You can also visit the box office here at TD Bank Ballpark or purchase them online. One and two the count on Krause. 1 away in the 8th. Patriots down a bunch. They're down 5. Schumann the pitch. Krause late on a fastball. He's down swinging.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4, Yovan Gonzalez.
I'd like to see Krause shorten up that swing in a situation like this. 5-run deficit. Patriots need base runners. Krause, as athletic and as strong of a base runner as there is on this team. He's 0 for 3 now, and Somerset only has 4 more outs with which to work.
Yovan Gonzalez now up the 9-man. For Krause, hitting .235 on the year, not getting on base a whole lot. Pitch is swung on and lifted out of play right side, but then you can't take advantage of that speed. He does have 6 home runs, but Krause has been in a little bit of a drought. Left the Patriots for about 2 weeks to play with Team Canada in the Pan Am Games. 0-1 in the dirt. That gets past Morin, but no advance from Gonzalez. 19 games without a home run for a Mike Krause. One and one the count on Gonzalez, 2 away in the 8th. Schumann the pitch. In tight. Yovi has been getting some more consistent playing time. He'd been splitting most of the catching duties with Mike Ullman, who's a little banged up, has worked his way back into the lineup, but he's primarily been the DH the past few games for the Patriots. 2-1 pitch is fouled straight back.
It's also provided an avenue for Gabriel Bracamonte to see an increase in playing time as well.
Getting 2 doubles in Sunday's contest. There's only 2 doubles of the season. Two and two, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied up on an up and in breaking ball. Gonzalez fooled by that, and the Patriots down in order again here in the 8th. Through 8, 6-1, Lancaster leads Somerset. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
Football night here at TDA Ballpark. We'll also be joined by Super Bowl champions and former New York Giants stars O.J. Anderson and Stephen Baker.
Get the checking account for smart people. Provident Smart Checking. No minimum balance, no monthly service fees. Yes, indeed. Provident Bank. Commitment you can count on. Get the ball rolling at Provident.bank. 6-1 the score. It's Lancaster leading Somerset. We are on to the top of the 9th, and the Patriots turn to a newbie. It's Chris Beck making his debut.
Beck announced the signing earlier today. He has major league experience, part of 4 years of service at the big league level. Broke into the bigs with the Chicago White Sox in 2015 as a 24-year-old, and then pitched with the White Sox in 2016, 2017, and then split time between Chicago and the New York Mets last year. He is making his first appearance with the Patriots in 2019, but earlier this year he was in the St. Louis Cardinals organization, made 37 relief appearances for AAA Memphis.
He will face the 2-man, Joe Turdoslavich, who's had a day, 4 for 4. With a run and an RBI as well. First pitch swing, and he comes up empty, though.
Beck, one of 2 recent signings for the Patriots. He's wearing number 47. That'll be his number for the team moving forward. Zach Dodson also announced today for the Patriots. He's wearing Mike Broadway's old number 32.
0-1 pitch from Beck. He's swung on and missed. Some plus life on the fastball.
Well, Dodson, make that Beck a former second-round draft pick out of Georgia Southern University, so pretty highly touted name coming out of college.
Dodson in his own right, a 4th-round draft pick in 2009. 0-2 the count on Turdoslavich. The righty delivers. Fouled off. Challenged him with a fastball.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what the velo is on Beck with that fastball. It's got some nice giddy up. He's another guy that could potentially be a late inning arm for Somerset. Hasn't been a closer too often in his career.
Here's another 0-2. Just misses the outside corner.
So the Patriots have made a number of reinforcement moves towards their pitching staff over the last couple of weeks. And we're seeing 3 of those 4 guys today. I mean, between Kinley, Rincon, Beck, and then Zach Dotson, those are 4 new arms. All in hopes of turning this season around.
1-2. Swung on, and this one driven deep to left. Martinez is back, looking up, and that one just over the wall. A solo homer for Joe Turdoslavich. His strong game continues. He's 5 for 5, and now has batted 2 runs in.
That was an impressive show of power from Turdoslavich. In his last at bat as a right-handed hitter, he went opposite field to the deepest part and short-hopped a double off the right center field fence. This time he goes opposite field again as a left-handed batter and lifts it over the Miller Light billboard.
Makes it a 7-1 ball game. Applin fouls the first pitch off.
And now Turdoslavich, a triple shy of the cycle. What a night it's been for him. 3 singles, an RBI double, now a solo home run, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored.
A 1. Applin checks his swing on a hard-breaking ball in the dirt. Beck looking for an appeal. He finally gets it from home plate umpire Frank Urilli, who was getting a new baseball, but Mel Chedham says no swing. So 1-1 the count. Turdoslavich, 5 of the 11 Barnstormer hits tonight. He totals just as many hits as the Patriots have. 1-1. Fastball called to strike, clips the knees.
Hasn't been a banner night for these new Patriot arms. Jeff Kinley allowed an unearned run on 2 hits over his 2/3 of an inning. Junior Rincon allowed a couple of runs on a pair of hits. And now Chris Beck allows a home run in his first at bat as a Patriot.
1-2 in the dirt. You know, back to Turdoslavich's home run, he got around on that fastball, but keep in mind, I mean, not that it's a lot easier, but it's certainly a little bit easier when you're taking a hard fastball. And so for Joe Turdoslavich, the first Barnstormer with a 5-hit game since Rico Noel, who's currently on the Sugarland Skeeters. As that one's popped up, lifted foul ground right side. Gonzalez sheds the mask, giving it a chase, and it'll land on the top step of the Patriots dugout and into the seats. But a great note from Dave Collins, the Barnstormers broadcaster. Again, Joe Turdoslavich, the first Barnstormer with a 5-hit game since Rico Noel at York on April 28th of 2018.
Patriots have had a couple of 5-hit games this year. Darby Myers had one. Justin Pacioli had one. It's not easy, Brandon.
I think also, to Dave's credit, he's one of the best at this stat keeping. This is lined right to Martinez in left. Hard hit off the bat of Applin, but Martinez didn't have to go far to get that one.
My apologies to Dave if I get this story wrong, but I'm quite certain that Dave began his career as a statistician. And as I think it was as a statistician and not a scorer in his time with the Bowie Bay Sox, AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. And then because of his wealth of knowledge with the game and a very good voice, and he would be able to speak more to this than I would.
Devin Torrance swings and misses, or a first pitch that dips down low. Torrance came in a pinch run for Destin Hood, who doubled down the left field line in the 7th.
But I think Dave was asked then to take on broadcast responsibilities.
0-1 misses away.
And the rest, as they say, was history.
Now, Dave has been with the Barnstormers for a while now, correct?
I believe since their inception. I could be wrong on that as well. But towards the beginning, for sure.
1-1 from Beck. Swing and a miss on a hard breaking ball. That's nasty down in the zone with some harsh bite to it.
Yeah, that was a real good pitch from Beck. But I'm sure it won't come as a surprise to you, Brandon, that for a lot of us broadcasters in the league and media relations personnel, oftentimes Dave is the one on which we lean for record books in the Atlantic League.
No surprise at all. 1-2 the count on Torrance, the pitch. Spots the fastball at the knees, called strike 3. Beck with his first Patriots strikeout.
That's a couple of really impressive pitches from Beck. A breaking ball in the dirt made Torrance look foolish, and then able to locate the fastball in the very next pitch to complement it. Tip your cap to Joe Turdoslavich on the leadoff home run to begin the 9th inning, but Beck's got some good stuff.
Yeah, overall, that's the feeling that I'm getting is he is really impressive stuff. Plus fastball, a nasty breaking ball. As Casey Hobson watches the first pitch miss away. The only issue we've seen here has been locating a bit and leaving that fastball out over the plate. And listen, even if you're throwing mid-90s, hitters can catch up to that now. They can time that up. 1-0 is roped deep to right, but Pacioli a couple hops back. He was playing Hobson deep, and he makes the catch for the third out in the 9th. But via Joe Turdoslavich, the Stormers add another run. It's a 7-1 lead. Last licks for the Patriots in the bottom of the 9th. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
In a situation...
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The Somerset Patriots are back at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. It is the most fun you'll have all summer with fireworks, celebrity appearances, and championship baseball. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Of all people.
Yep. Who is this? I think this is... You're right.
Last licks for Somerset as we start the bottom of the 9th inning. They trail the Lancaster Barnstormers 7-1 here in Game 1 of the 3-game set. And the Barnstormers turn to another righty, Alejandro Chacin, to try to shut down the Patriots.
Chacin, a former Sugarland Skeeter, second year in the Atlantic League, first season with the Lancaster Barnstormers, had shutout numbers with the Sugarland Skeeters last year. This year, not so much. He's appeared in 29 games. He's made 2 starts and has an ERA at 5.44. He's been used primarily as a long reliever, and again, a couple of spot starts for Chacin. So he comes into this ball game with the Barnstormers comfortably leading by 6 runs and only 3 more outs to get.
1, 2, and 3 due up for Somerset. Justin Pacioli to lead it off. Patch has had another strong performance in the 1-hole, 2 for 3. A run scored, a double as well, also a stolen base. Nonetheless, Patriots with just 1 run on 5 hits. They've made a season-high 3 errors. The pitch. The sidearm delivery misses low and away.
I think a big moment in this ball game came back in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Will Kenger infield single to the right side. And Teodoro Martinez, in a tied ball game, was thrown out after having overrun third base.
Chacin delivers a fastball called a strike.
Now, you don't know what would happen if Martinez isn't thrown out at third, but you would have runners on the corners with 2 away for Poco.
The 1-1 misses low and away as Morin reaches for that backhanded. Yeah, it's tough, especially, again, the Patriots have struggled a little bit with their offense, so to run yourself out of an inning like that is difficult. 2-1 misses up and in.
And look, the next half inning was the inning that the Barnstormers put 3 runs on the board, and maybe that still happens, maybe it doesn't. You never know. You can't play that hypothetical.
3-1 is chopped over to short. Martinez back on it. Shaded toward the middle, makes the play on the first in time. 1 away in the 9th.
But the point being, that was another critical opportunity for Somerset to take a lead and carry it towards the final third of this ballgame, and they weren't able to do so. And since that point, 3 runs for the Barnstormers in the 7th, 2 more in the 8th, 1 in the top of the 9th, and Lancaster's firmly put their grasp on this one.
Now, if this score holds, kind of an odd number, I guess. Overall, Somerset has struggled in the second half. But if this score holds, when the Patriots score first, they will fall to 4-7.
It's not an ideal number. You'd like to think when you take an early lead that you sort of control the game, the steps coming up next, and that hasn't been the case.
First pitch to Teodoro Martinez, fouls it straight back. Well, both starters I thought pitched well. John Anderson superior to Liam O'Sullivan with 7 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run and 5 strikeouts. O'Sullivan struggling toward the end in that 7th inning. Went 6 1/3, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, only 1 earned, 1 walk and 3 Ks. Now 4 straight appearances without giving up the long ball.
It's another promising outing from O'Sullivan, and if the Patriots are going to turn around this season, O'Sullivan is going to be an important part of that.
0-1 pitch. Falls low and away.
It's tough for this Patriots pitching staff because the way that the lineup is played, you feel like every night you can't really go out and give more than 2 or 3 runs. Or give up more than 2 or 3 runs. And O'Sullivan certainly did his job tonight.
The 1-1 is swung on and lifted deep to left field. Turdoslavich, though, over as that one hangs up. And now 2 away in the 9th.
Look, a run on 5 hits is just not going to get the job done. And unfortunately, that has become a trend for this Patriots team. And the names are there. You know, the production from previous seasons is there. It's just the production and the coming through in big spots for the most part in the second half has not been there.
First pitch to Will Kenger. Misses low and in. I mean, you look at the numbers in tonight, just the 5 hits. Only left 2 on base. You mentioned the base running blunder from Martinez. 1 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The opportunities just flat out weren't there. 1-0 misses low. Somerset has lost 3 of their last 4.
Yes.
2-0. That misses off the plate. So the Patriots have lost 3 of their last 4.
We're struggling with the math here.
Want to be accurate, right? That's the job.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-0 from Chacin. Misses away, ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk. Gives the Patriots a base runner with 2 away, down 6 in the 9th. But again, they get the win, and a big one, a gut check. They were down early in the ball game, 2-0. Scored a run in the bottom of the first to make it 2-1, and then a 4-run 7th. They continue to give us reasons to think, hey, they can make a run.
Pitching is the great equalizer with that. You know, they came from behind. They looked good.
First pitch strike to Edwin Espinal.
But, you know, at some point also, you got to tip your cap to John Anderson. And he pitched well tonight. And if you get a good starting pitching performance, that could neutralize any strong lineup. Liam O'Sullivan did that against the Revs last week.
0-1 is in the dirt. An awkward stop from Morin sliding to his right to glove it.
I mean, O'Sullivan pitched really well against York, but you wouldn't necessarily say after that performance that the Revs lineup was struggling. It was just a good pitching performance. And, tonight, unfortunately for the Patriots, the pattern has been their struggles. But, Anderson did pitch well tonight.
1-1. Hit hard, but right at first. Hobson down to a knee to collect it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the Patriots lose this one 7-1 the final. Lancaster on top. They take game one of this 3-game series. Well, Somerset has dropped 4 of their last 5. They've dropped 8 of 9 at home and continue to search for answers offensively. We'll break it all down next on the Flemington Department Store post-game show. Again, the final, Lancaster takes game 1 over Somerset 7-1. You're listening to Patriots Baseball on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your...
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
No worries, I got it.
Back for the Flemington Department Store post-game show. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear found in our 2-acre showroom. Located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it's worth the trip. Another disappointing final here in Bridgewater, New Jersey at TD Bank Ballpark. The Patriots fall 7-1 in game 1 of a 3-game set with the Barnstormers, and we'll jump right into this one. Early on in the ball game, things looking good. The Patriots would get Justin Pacioli aboard. He would single to right to start out the first inning. Then an infield single from Teodoro Martinez, and Will Kenger stepped up. So for the Patriots, then the bats would silence a little bit. For Lancaster, they went to work in the 3rd inning with a 1-out walk from Caleb Gindel, then 2 straight singles, and a Destin Hood sac fly RBI would tie the game at 1. Liam O'Sullivan settled in. He looked good across 6 and a third, giving up 6 hits, but he struggled a bit in the 7th. Gave up a leadoff single. Then the Patriots' 3rd error of the game, an E4 on Ray Navarro, put 2 men aboard. A fielder's choice for Caleb Gindel put runners on the corners, and then it was Joe Turdoslavich who doubled to right center field to score a run. Then Caleb Gindel would score on a wild pitch, and Turdoslavich was hit in with a 2-out double from Destin Hood. That put Lancaster ahead with a 3 spot in the 7th, 4-1. Then 2 more runs came across in the 8th, and Michael Martinez leadoff single, and a gift in Gope, 2-run home run in the 8th for those 2 runs, and then a solo shot from Joe Turdoslavich in the 9th would cap the scoring on this one. Again, the 7-1 final. Lancaster beats the Somerset Patriots. Mark, Somerset, no other way to say it, they're in a rut. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and especially at home. You just don't seem to have that home field advantage, that little bit of a spark. They've now dropped 8 of 9 at home.
Well, when you have these home games, you try to take advantage, hoping that you've got your crowd behind you, you're in your friendly confines, you don't have to go back to a hotel room, you have your own living situations, and that everything is just a little bit more comfortable. But this team just seems a bit snake-bitten when they're back here at TD Bank Ballpark. I don't know if it's pressure from some of the fans, but they have performed a little better when they've been on the road. And it's tough because the team felt like they had turned a corner. That was last week during their 4-game win streak. They had a big win on Sunday against the Sugarland Skeeters, but ultimately, the lineup hasn't produced to the level at which is expected. And yes, they've run into some good pitching performances, but again, tonight, another night where there was a couple of opportunities early. The Patriots didn't capitalize really when they had those. I mean, their only run-scoring play was on a double play, and after that point, without a couple of converted opportunities, John Anderson settled into a groove, and it's almost a snowball effect for this team. They've struggled a bit mentally, and when you start to struggle a bit, your mind starts to race a little bit. Why am I struggling? How do we fix it? You start to tense up a bit, and for this team, giving up 6 unanswered runs over the final 3 innings isn't going to get the job done either. But 1 run on 5 hits is not the production that you hope for, and not the production that you expect out of a winning game.
We'll take you through some more of these final numbers. Lancaster with 7 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and 7 left on base. Somerset just the 1 run on 5 hits, tied for a season high in a single game, 3 errors, and only 3 left on base for the Patriots, who fall to 11 and 20, a second half worst across the Atlantic League, 53 and 48. Lancaster improves to 12 and 18, not too much better, but just a bit. They're 36 and 64 rather overall. John Anderson gets the win. No other way to say it. He was impressive with 7 innings of 5-hit 1-run baseball. He improves to 8 and 6, and Liam O'Sullivan drops a tough one here, falling to 4 and 7. There was no save in this ball game. That wrapped up in 2 hours and 44 minutes. Mark, the Patriots a quick turn tomorrow in an 11:05 Camp Day game. I mean, how do you turn the page and try to spark some momentum?
Oh, they'll give the ball to David Holmberg, who got roughed up a bit his last time out, but it's a quick turnaround. There's not a lot of time to think about tonight's loss. These guys will take a shower, they'll hop home, they'll get a good night's worth of sleep, and they'll be back at the ballpark at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow to get ready to do this all over again. And for Holmberg, he's going to go up. He's a left-handed starter. He's going to go up against the Barnstormers team that he has had success against previously, and it's a left-handed heavy lineup. So certainly the matchup there makes sense for Holmberg. It's a day game. Normally batters struggle against left-handed pitching in day games because of the batter's eye here at TD Bank Ballpark. So it certainly works as a good matchup for Holmberg. So if the Patriots could get a couple of good innings out of their starting pitcher, maybe jump on the scoreboard early and try to carry some early momentum, we'll see if that could help them get off this schneid.
We'll take one last look around the Atlantic League tonight with plenty of action. High Point in Connecticut taking on New Britain. Fortunately for the Patriots, it was a Bees win, 3-2, so they won't fall more behind High Point, who coming into the night was 6 up on Somerset. But the Patriots will drop to 4th place, with the Bees jumping atop the Patriots to be 5.5 back. Southern Maryland defeated the Sugarland Skeeters 9-7. That game in Waldorf. And Long Island and York did not play. That game postponed last night. So that the look around the Atlantic League. The Patriots back in action tomorrow. A quick turn, an 11:05 start. So we'll talk to you at 11. The probables for Lancaster, it'll be Jonathan Albaladejo, the former major leaguer, 2-7 with a 5.40 ERA, taking on left-hander David Holmberg, another former major leaguer. That's 1-3 with a 4.13 ERA. Some thank yous for my broadcast partner, Mark Schwartz. Thanks for joining us. And Mike Lawrence back at the CTC studios as well. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you to listeners for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 11 a.m. the start. We hope you'll join us. You've listened to Patriots Baseball on 1450 WCTC, WCTC AM, and SPN.TV. Oof, that was a